Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Yes, today we're doing Bring Your Tactics. Don't worry guys who are not in Discord. There's going to be a link coming very soon for you too. I'm just going to do the ones on Discord first, then I'll come to you guys. And yeah, we're going to look at the tactics. We're going to try and see what we can do, right? So I've got a couple here and I'm going to download straight away. We'll do a few from Discord and then we will switch over to everyone else or Eric Ten Hag's tactic. Now, once again, I'm not doing replications, so just to be absolutely clear. 1, 2, 3. I don't like Windows 11, man. Which is my football manager game. All right. Oh yeah, I have to remember, right? Okay, I remember. I don't know if you guys still remember the time when I had so many tactics, and then what happened to the game? I had all kinds of issues, man. I reached the maximum. I didn't know there was a maximum. As I didn't know there was a maximum. They didn't believe me until I started showing it to them, and then the editors discovered there was a maximum for them too. Then we all went like, okay, there's a maximum. Okay. Right. Okay, so very soon, guys, we will be... My boy is doing fine. It's my mother-in-law. Right. What happened with my mother-in-law? I mean, I don't know what's going on, no. Seriously, I mean, I'm a bit at wit's end, okay, because I mean last year my mom sadly passed away, right? So I was in a very bad place after that. And then a few months after that, my father-in-law has a stroke. And now my mother-in-law, God bless her soul, she's still alive. She's got a disc has really, slipped quite badly. I took her for an MRI today. Right. So, and she's never been to a hospital before. I mean, she probably, apart from childbirth, other than that, no, man. So she's like, I said, you're going to this machine. She looks at the MRI machine. I said, don't worry, she just have to lie still. Then luckily they can allow them to listen to music. I said, just chill, sleep if you have to. I'm like, shit, man, this is tough. Yeah, so she's got a slip disc. So I've got my own problems, right? So I've got a cracked spine. I've got my own issues. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you know, some of you don't. Okay, so just leave it that. And well, enough of me. Let's do the tactics, okay? All right, we're going to get through this very quickly. Okay, so we got a few tactics. I'm going to open the links up to you guys as well. Don't worry. Very soon. Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me just save this game first. Save as Daljit. Okay. Let's call it BYT straight away. We're using Borussia Dortmund. Of course, I mean, I could use other saves. I mean, there are so many, right? We can go to Bodo Glim as well. I mean, we've done so many, right? So we'll just pick one. Okay, so we're just gonna load. I mean, if it doesn't work with the thing about this, wait, which folder is this? Dropbox. Okay, shish kebabs. Wrong. Okay, we're gonna go desktop, D directory. I got multiple areas now. I have to because sometimes you get situations where crashes happen. Yeah, and I have to test things out. So okay, Kim Benson, your tactic. Okay. Okay, we'll just play the tactic, right? We won't do much. When is this game? Tomorrow. Okay, so we will try the tactic out. We'll play the tactics out now. Okay, let's talk about bugs. Okay, just because I don't see them doesn't mean they aren't there. Okay, this is the reason why sometimes I do this show, because if I see something that looks like a bug, it's unique to your tactic. I want to report it as well. So I have on Twitter said as much. Right, so I have asked other content creators as well. I mean, like, if you think yours is a bug, then let me have the PKM and the save file. Or not the save file, just the PKM and the tactic itself, so I can try it out. Thing is, it may be unique to you, right? Maybe you have a specific player, right? Okay. It could be instructions that you use. It could have been instruction you left in there and you didn't know about it. It happened once to me. I had a man marking instruction. I applied it. I was wondering, why is my defender not marking? Why is he swapping places with the other guy? What's wrong with him? Then I realized I had man marking on. So sometimes it's all these things, right? Minor. I mean, yeah, there are bugs. Right? Don't get me wrong. There are bugs. I definitely think there are bugs with the goalkeeper, for example, right? Certain things the goalkeeper does seems a bit buggy. But it's better if I see the PKMs, or at least guys in SI see the PKMs, and it's not just a matter of just saying, hey, my bloody match engine is broken now, bloody hell, there's something wrong with this game. Hey, hello, that's not helpful. If anyone talks to you like that, do you think you're going to listen to the person just go, you roll your eyes, right? I'll roll my eyes. Okay, so I believe in being constructive. So whenever somebody goes with ranting, I just switch off. That's my nature in life. Okay, I just don't pay attention to when a rant happens, right? So sometimes on the forums as well, some of the I want to do a show about that soon. Okay. Anyway, oh no, why are we having all these funky people coming in? Okay, all right. So let's carry on. Okay, so let's look at this tactic. Let's not waste any time because time is, of course, limited for me. Today, I have to go and pick up my kids afterwards. So let's do this. We'll cover as many tactics as possible. Okay, first up, let's look at the squad. No, tactics first. Okay, let's look at Okay, there are some players who can't play, right? Yeah, Schlotterbeck, Karim Adeyemi. Schlotterbeck is 100% we can't use him, okay? I mean, we can, but he's going to be so tired. Let's put Matt Hummels. We gave him a rest, so he's perfectly okay now. We got Mounier, we'll put him here. Okay, let's see now. Schlotterbeck, Mats Hummels will come in for him. Okay. Saleh Uskan, Rafael Guerrero, Karim Adeyemi. Maybe we can play someone else. Julian Brandt, Amrit Chan. Okay, Amrit Chan can come in for him. Okay, Saleh Uskan can go to the bench. I put a lot of players on rest because, sometimes in FM, basically Football Manager, you do that, okay? You want your players to be fit for the next game? Do that all the time. Okay. Groery, Kobel. Okay. Bang. Guerrero is not 100%. So who can we play as a left back? Philippe Paslak. Okay. All right. Can play him. Okay. Where's Guerrero? Jude Bellingham. No. Jude Bellingham on the bench for we'll put Torgan Hazard off. Nicholas Sule for Rykov. Marius Wolf is there. But we don't need him. Who else? Torgan Hazard is 100%. So Irena is also 100%. Okay, so we got Dawood, Guerrero. Nah, we're not going to use Guerrero. Okay. We quick pick the Mazzala, Guerrero. I mean, he's got a lot of flair, so possible. Okay, Dawood is a roaming playmaker. Does he? No. This guy, roaming playmaker, forget it. Okay, he's never going to be a roaming playmaker. All right, we have to pick somebody who is a decent, who's got decent attributes. Okay, average attributes, passing, vision, decisions, flair. He can actually do the job. Okay, so we'll put him there. Yeah, I think he's a bit better. Passing, decisions, vision, flair. Yeah, he's got all. He's got plus. He's got move into channels. Okay, all right. Now let's look at this tactic overall. I think trequartista, roaming playmaker. Okay, yeah. Mid block. No prevention or goalkeeper distribution. Okay. Question: do you use any OIs? Whoever submitted this tactic, I'm gonna have my OIs up, right? So this is a mid block. I put out a video about our OIs today. So we're gonna leave them there. All right, let's go and play. Tomorrow is the game, right? So would you test my current FM22 tactic in FM23? Does importing work? Yeah, importing works. But FM22 tactic coming into FM23, right? FM22 tactic coming into FM23 is something to bear in mind, right? You're gonna have to set those teams out of possession instructions. Okay, decline. Okay, so one come in here again, right? So we've got these players. You got your tactic. You got trequartista, pressing forward, inside forward, roaming playmaker, Mazzala, halfback, wingback. We're gonna play Schultz. Sule is fit. Hey, look, magic rest button. Okay, quick pick. Magic rest button always works, man. Look at that. Suddenly all of them like going, okay, baby, I'm fit for this game. Bring it home. Yeah, magic rest button. Never fails. I always tell people, Football Manager has got a magic rest button. Have you heard of it? They go like, huh? What magic rest button? You don't know? You never heard of the magic rest button? How long have you been playing this game? I've been playing it forever, but I've never heard of a magic rest button. Honestly, you haven't heard of a magic rest button. You should try it out. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. It's in the bloody game. Okay, I want to play someone here who's got. Okay. We got Mazzala. He needs some flair. That's a problem with this role. Okay, 17. Okay, yeah, can. Yeah, put him. Actually, he can still play as a playmaker. Passing vision. These decisions aren't fantastic. That's the only downside. Okay, so we always want somebody who has some decisions to play as a playmaker. Okay. Okay, I tell you what, we'll bring on Nicolo Schultz. I think we can. Wait, Reina, no, okay. Guerrero actually can play as a roaming playmaker. Yeah, he can play as a roaming playmaker. Then we brought Nicolo Schultz here. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, so this is a decent. Okay, so we are playing against a 3-4-2-1, right? Okay. We'll go into the game and I'll show you. They got double DMs. Okay, let's go. So your tactic, I haven't seen any PIs, any of this thought. Okay, so we haven't looked at your PIs yet. We just got to look. Okay, let's look at the tactic. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, we forget all the press conferences. We don't do press conferences. We're going to go to extended highlights. Team instructions that we set every game. What do you mean? Team OIs. You don't have to set OIs every game. You can set it one time and it's done for the whole season, man. You don't have to set OIs up. It's only when you want to go from a mid block, low block to a high block, right? That's when you change. Because low block OIs are different. Yeah, not too bad. Keeping the ball. Oh, orderling. Oh, it's through the center. What's wrong with your center, man? Halfback. Okay, no wonder. Because halfback sits a bit further back, right? So during the transition itself, he steps up and then he closes down. Then there's always going to be that space in the middle that goes missing. That's the thing about a halfback. Might be a great role because some content creators said it was a great role. I say it's a great role. But you got to know when the halfback is a bit of a liability. It's a great role, don't get me wrong. But you have to be able to use it well. And sometimes what I do with the halfbacks is I actually have ball-playing defenders. Because ball-playing defenders complement the halfback very well. Okay, that was a decent transition. Okay, looking if that's our OIs taking place. Okay, now I want to look at your PIs. Okay, so we see the transitions look okay. Roam from why? Move into channels. Why? Why do you want him to leave the area? Because why do you want him to leave? Who is he making space for? When you have move into channels, you are telling the striker, get out of the box. That's basically what you're telling the striker to do. Basically, you're telling to move in the spaces between players. That's what a channel is, right? So, Royce, okay. Yeah. Run wide with balls. So you want him to run wide with the ball, leave this pocket of space. That's one of the reasons why his halfback is being pulled out of position. Because if he's running wide, like if he has the ball and he runs away, you have to pay attention to this boy. Okay, dribble more. Okay, all right. This guy has got nothing. This guy has got nothing. This guy's a sweeper keeper. Okay, fine. All right. I see some issues with your PIs. Right. So maybe because you're gonna have a situation, you're gonna have a slight problem with this player occasionally because he's not gonna be in the area, right? You want him to, because the great thing about the pressing forward and support is he does not move into channels. That's the reason why it's such a good role. Okay. That's why I think it's a good role because he doesn't leave the channel. If you want him to make space for the inside forward and the Mazala, then you play something else, like maybe a pressing forward and attack, right? Because then he will go down the line once in a while and then there will be space. But remember, the Trequartista is going to help you defend. See, he's just hanging about, right? So what is he going to do? You asked him to move into the channels because it will happen. Now he's in the area because you have to try and score the goal, right? So, okay. Guerrero with the corner. We'll just let it play out, right? Until 45th minute. I personally think that you have several roles here. Roam from position is not helpful because this guy is roaming. Got 3 players roaming. How does that help the inside forward, right? Okay, now you see the pressing forward comes deep. This guy, actually, what he can do with is instruction to go stay wide. Right, so that's one that can help, or you just don't have anything on him. Now, I've also noticed that during the transitions, right? During these transitions, your boy's not really helping you defend. Okay. Right, so these guys, they might be wing backs, but they can actually snap on the opposition players, right? When they have the ball. Yeah, off the line, I think we can do better. Yeah. I think we can do slightly better. Trequartista is playing quite well, actually. Roaming playmaker isn't, right? Roaming playmaker hasn't seen many balls. The inside forward gives it to the wing back. Halfback goes back. The ball playing defense. The central defender doesn't try anything. He's just going to feed it to the roaming playmaker. One sideways pass. Goes back down again. This guy is not going to do anything. He's just going to look for a simple pass. Yep, he gives it a halfback, transfers the responsibility. He's looking for an option. He takes a simple one, gives it to the Trequartista, has got in space. Then the halfback comes forward. The roaming playmaker plays a simple pass to this guy. So, okay. You might have defenders that are not very good at pushing up, right? There's no early crosses on. If you put early crosses on, it's not going to really help your tactic either. Yeah. Unless that team is sitting back all the time and defending. They're not sitting back all the time and defending. You can find that out very simply by... I'll show you, right? Okay. Let's drop this. I'll show you something. It's something I like to check when I'm playing the game. Whenever I'm playing the game, I'm always checking something. Especially when I'm making a new tactic or I'm trying a new system with the team. Yeah. So you see, something is wrong, right? What is wrong? Your fullbacks are not snapping. They're not stopping the challenges. They're letting these players come. Trequartista is not going to help this guy out, right? So he's just going to hold a space. Okay, Hazard comes in, running through the center. What options does he have? Right. So you wanted this pressing forward to move into channels, but you're playing a supporting role. You want to create space for these 2 players. Why don't you get him to literally be somebody who runs into the channels? Like, being a bit more attacking and going this way or this way. That way you make space for the Trequartista to come in. Right now he's just here. You're getting so much congestion in the middle, right? And you're getting these kind of low quality chances. Man, one shot from the edge of the area. So what we can do, okay, let's just make a few changes. First up, let's stop him from roaming. I don't see the point of him roaming. It's not going to really help the situation. If anything, I would like to ask him to stay wider. But we'll try one change at a time. We'll tell this guy to become a pressing forward. Now, this move into channels... Now, if you want to move into channels and you ask him to defend, that's 2 different things, right? So, pressing for an attack. So now he's going to put pressure on those defenders. Trequartista can come in here. He can even be an advanced forward. Okay. Now we've got this guy. You ask him to run wide with the ball. Let's remove run wide with the ball. Okay. If anything else, what we'll tell him to do is run this way. Right? Not run wide, but get further up the pitch. Put some pressure. Halfback is great for systems where you might have a player who comes deep to get the ball, right? Somebody has to come and help him out, or somebody from defense has to bring the ball forward, right? Because if not, you're going to have this problem with transitions, right? You saw just now, the defender had no options. What does he do? He hoops the ball forward, Okay, so in this kind of a system, I always want to play with a ball playing defender. So we'll put one ball playing defender on the side where we don't have a wing back, so we'll put him here. Okay, we'll put a ball playing defender on defense. Okay, I know not everybody is into the whole dribble mode thing that I'm into, so we'll not do that. Okay, so we got high defensive line. This is okay. You're telling your backs to go up the pitch. You got drop off more, very safe, right? Okay, we can stop the crosses, but we're gonna add something to our stopping the crosses. We're gonna ask these guys to mark tight. So every time there's an opposition player that's coming, like, they want to play a ball from the top, what do? They sit on the shoulder of the player who's about to receive it. So this is where they'll position themselves. Okay, now what can we do with this guy? Now we can tell him to mark tighter is the least that he can do, right? I mean, if he's not going to help us defend, at least close down the passing channel. Yeah, so he'll close down the passing channel. What about this guy? We'll tell him to do the same thing. When they're playing the game ball out of defense, we'll tell them to mark tighter so that while they are bringing the ball up, they're actually making it a bit harder for them to find the passes, right? We're not just letting them play the football, we're directing them to a certain area of the pitch. Okay, so we've got all this set up. Okay, so this is just simple setup, right? Now the thing is this, right? You're playing a mid block, okay, but you don't want to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So you literally asking them to come into this area where you're going to do something. Okay, so I'm going to tell these players right now to hard tackle. You can either tell them to hard tackle, or what you can do is you can go to a OI and do it, right? So I also got it on the OI. So we can just make those simple changes. Not a lot, basically keeping the same tactic, right? Okay. Now, there's something else that we can do later, right? Hit and go direct and pass into space. Right? Because you have a mid block, you're drawing them into a snap. You want to win the ball aggressively in the center, right? Okay, so we've got everything here. We've got drop off more. Okay, fine. That's safety first. I see the logic in this tactic. Yeah. If your defenders are very bad and you cannot afford to play two central defenders, then what you do is this. Play a DM on support. Or just play a DM on defense. Don't play with a halfback, because when you have a halfback, he drops a bit deeper. Then when you have a transition, somebody has to carry the ball out, right? You don't have good defenders, but don't make it even harder for you to get the ball forward, because the halfback is going to form a 3, right? I mean, for weaker teams. But I would say halfbacks work well with certain teams, but not. You need good teams, right? You need ball playing defenders working in conjunction with halfbacks, in my honest opinion. Okay. Maybe the changes weren't that good. All right. Yeah, maybe the changes weren't that good, because I personally, I'm trying to make this tactic play slightly differently. Okay. But one of the reasons why is also my players are tired, man. Look at them. Most of them are wasted. Look at this. Most of them are tired just now. So we'll just keep the same players. We're going to bring on Karim Adeyemi for Marlon. Okay. Play the same team. Okay. No change. Also, one other thing, right, about these kind of tactics, right? Okay. One of these two has to attack. You got to pick one. There's a gap that needs to be filled. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem carrying it through the channel. You can tell this guy to wingback on support if you're worried about issues, right? Yeah. And you're doing what is called, you're doing a very quick transitional tactic, right? Yeah. So let's see what happens. Yeah, look, defensively solid, right? So it's tracking him all the way. Even though our yellow carded useless fella here can't help us defend. So somebody came in to help us. So you got roaming playmaker, we got Mazala. 2 roaming goals. We're going to have to change this soon. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Keep it simple. You don't need 2 roaming playmakers. Okay, good defending. All right, he takes the ball out. Royce again. Guerrero. Okay, Schultz out to this guy. Turns. Trequartista. He drops so deep, right? There's no out now. There is no out for your team. See that? See, you want to build this quick transition tactics, but you got only one outlet right now. Okay? You only got like one Trequartista who's coming back to help you defend all the time, right? So we turn him into a winger on attack. Okay? Now you got 2. Yeah, so you got a mid block and you got two players now who can attack. Because if he's gonna come back all the time, what mid block do you have, man? So what you want to do is you want to try something where you can actually you can have an attack. Now, if I'm going to play a mid block tactic, I won't have so many creators in the center. I'll just keep it simple. CM support, Mazala attack, DM defend, wingback support. Right. So now we've got a pretty secure mid block tactic. Right. Let's raise the tempo. Okay. Counter. Okay, fine. Let's go. Yeah, you are playing a mid block, so you're going to give up possession. One other thing as well. So yeah, I think you are going to have to think about this as well in the long run. Now use him, okay, as a winger. Then we got tired legs in midfield. This is the thing about these three-man tactics. You have to have legs. So once you get very tired legs in the center of the park, your tactics is going to start to struggle. So you're going to have to bring on players who can play in the center. We're running out of players, man. Guerrero, who else can we bring on? I think we're gonna bring on Reina. Reina here. Guerrero, we're going to take off. We're going to bring on Julian Grant here. So we need fresh legs. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. This in Football Manager right now, fatigue management is a big thing. Okay, not bad. Schlotterbeck out to Schultz, not a winger. Guerrero, good simple football. There's no playmaker now, holding up the ball anymore, looking for a pass. You're playing a lot more smoother because what you don't want is you're making a big block tactic with a lot of decision makers in the middle. You don't need decision makers. So sometimes you can have one Mazala here, or you can have one playmaker. But in a mid block, I normally don't play playmakers. Like CM, Mazala, if you're in a DLP in this position, is a good option. Yeah. Then you get faster transitions, and then you have a winger here. You got a pressing forward here, inside forward here as well. Yeah. Because this role on the left can be a winger, it can be an inside forward. Just you need one role to be on attack duty if you want to have a mid-block tactic. Yeah. At least, it's not one, at least two roles rather. So they can give you a decent transition. Okay, I want to push for the win. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, I'm going to go like this now. Much higher. Prevent short goalkeeper discipline, step out more, invite crosses. Okay, play out defense. Okay, we're gonna go wide. I think they're a man down, right? Okay, we got Reina. I can put him here. He can play as an attack duty. Okay, let's go. No. Trequartista is the worst role, one of the worst roles you can use in a mid-block. One of the worst roles you can use in a mid-block. I mean, if you're playing a mid-block, you're looking for players to win the ball in midfield. Trequartista is not going to help you. So why would you want to have a Trequartista in there trying to help you win the mid? You got a mid-block where you are asking one role is being carried, right? So, yeah. I would use a Trequartista. It's a luxury role that you don't need in a mid-block. If you're looking at any kind of a tactic that wants to... Why is that white line? If you want a luxury role that can help you defend as well, you need, especially the flanks, man. I'm not a big fan of putting a Trequartista on the flanks unless I have a world-class defense. Okay, you read that very well. Okay, Schultz out to Brandt. Brandt takes them on. He's got options. Yep. The pressing forward is too slow. But he got the idea. He went and tried to play that into the channel. This guy is just too tired already. He's too tired. That's why the ball went over the top and he stopped running. It's because I stepped up more, right? Trying to win the ball. But now you see the back line, Schlotterbeck and these two guys. They are so tired. They can't keep up with those players. But I would definitely, if I wanted to play a mid-block, it would be something along the lines of this. right? A wing on attack, pressing forward on attack, maybe inside forward and support here. Mazzala and the inside forward can work together. A wing back on this side of the pitch, yeah. I think it's a simple tactic. And then if you want to do that, hit early crosses. With hit early crosses, it's so that you can hit those teams before they can settle into a defensive shape. I mean, we're looking better now, even though we've conceded a goal, right? My defenders are very tired. So Reina, the Mazzala now goes out wide, attacking the play. This year, DMs lose the ball too often when pressed. Maybe. But you also have to look at the condition of your DM. Our DM is in a terrible state right now. He's so tired. Look at the back line. So when the back line is like this, right? The ball over the top is merciless. It's going to hit us. So if I'm playing step out more, my boys are not going to track back. So you see a lot of the balls over the top going to go behind my defense. Because they won't be able to run. They'll just give up. Because the problem last year was players were still running like, they were super fit. Oh, that was a good run. Reina just didn't finish the chance. But you can see now the transitions are faster, right, from back to front, which is something that you want in a mid-block. Right. Our problem is we tweaked it along the way, but I think this is what you should be settling for. Wing back, CD, because you can't play ball-playing defenders, right? Right. So I will go wing back, CD. And if I wanted to chase the game, what I just did, right? So far, so good. CD goes long, put some pressure. You see how the mark tighter is working? When we lost the ball, he's just there. Right. So we can carry on the pressure. That's how you use mark tighter right now. So whenever you do a mid-block kind of a tactic, right, you want to use mark tighter on the fullbacks. But when you have this kind of fullbacks right there, you run into trouble. So just like we did. But I would never use a trequartista in a mid-block. Yeah. In fact, right now, the two roles I haven't really played with in this version of the game is the defensive winger and the trequartista. These are both the roles I have not been playing with. I have not used the defensive winger, nor have I really seen a need for the trequartista. I tried the trequartista very early, I think, and it didn't really. I saw the lack of pressing from the trequartista, and I went, okay, that's it. Doesn't suit me. So I'm not suggesting it will suit all of you, but yeah. So our first one was a bit of a pity. Yeah, we lost. We're not going to use Nuremberg because Nuremberg is just going to be a walk in the park, right? So we'll just leave this tactic in. Okay. What did I say? Pressing forward on attack, right? Okay, pressing forward on attack. Okay. CM on support here. We put a Mazzala on attack here. Mazzala on attack. Come back. Mazzala on attack. Okay. Then wing back on support. And then we told him to mark tighter. Where's the mark tight? Okay. Okay, we told this guy to edit. We went in there, mark tighter as well. We removed the roam from remove roam from position. In fact, if you want to add something, tell him to stay wider. Okay. Staying wider will pull one of the defenders, so making more lovely space for the Mazzala. Okay, this guy is going to be a winger on attack. Okay, now we've got a reasonable mid-block. Okay. We want them to use the wings as much as possible. All right, now we can play a mid-block like this. This will be fine. We'll tell him to stop the crosses. What else do we need to remove? We need to remove his run wide with ball. In fact, we'll just add tackle harder rather. Okay. And then we can add tackle harder here. And then we'll add mark tighter, tackle hard on him. And then here, mark tighter, tackle hard on him. Okay, so we get these players, even if they're in a mid-block, because this will work on the zonal side, right? So we can just leave it like that. And then we'll just holiday first, and then we'll get ready for this next game with another tactic. So we're going to holiday past Nuremberg and go to Freiburg, 5th of January. Before we go to the next tactic. All right, let's go. What's the next tactic? We got Eric Elavang, your tactic. I think wasn't that your tactic? Oh, that's your tactic, right? Yeah, your tactic. You don't use a track. Yeah, and it's neither here nor there as a mid-block tactic. Because when you do a mid-block tactic, you have to put some roles on attack to take advantage of the space. You didn't have any. So I would recommend that if you want to do a mid-block tactic, have at least 2 roles on attack in the final third. Right? That way, during the transition, you won't take so long to score your goals because now you are. Right? So that will be and don't play too many playmakers in a mid-block. Right? You had quite a few playmakers in the mid-block. So it's gonna give you issues. Okay, let's see if we got one more here. I'm gonna download this one. Okay, then 4132 register. You guys are bringing tactics. I wouldn't be playing. I myself won't play in FM23. All right, gonna put a link up for you guys in chat as well. Copy this link. When would you use a roam from position? Probably in a very narrow 4-2-3-1 or a narrow setup when I have 3 strikers all very close together. That's when I have roam from position. Other than that, I will never put a roam from position. It's not necessary. Like last year, because the movement wasn't so good, I was putting it in. But this year, the movement is pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't just put a roam from position. Yeah. If you want to get them to leave their positions a bit more and create space, like then if your team has got is reasonably okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be the world's best. Try be more expressive because that actually increases the creative freedom for all your players, which means literally that you're expanding their portfolio of decisions they can possibly make during a game. That include passing and movement, right? So that's what creative freedom actually does. So normally with creative freedom, I normally become more expressive with weaker sides and be more disciplined with good sides. Because the rationale in this is pretty straightforward. Do you want Messi to run through all his 1,000 options that he has in a game? Probably not, right? Because Messi is such a good player. Out of the 10 possible options he has, he can probably pull off 8 of them. And they're all good ones. But if I were to give it to me... and tell me, I'll tell me, hey dude, I want you to try something different today. Instead of playing a short pass, occasionally can you play the long pass down the line, right? Because for players who have got maybe low in technical ability, sometimes you want them to be a bit more expressive, which literally means, try something you haven't tried before. Yeah, so that's how be more expressive and be more disciplined works. Be more disciplined tells your team, hey, the instructions I give you today, don't veer from it. If I tell you keep it short, you keep it short. That's what you do. Right? So don't try any of this swapping of positions. I don't need it. That's what be more disciplined does. Be more expressive is the opposite. Yeah. So I always use be more. I used to, because when we were talking about this, we were talking about it when we first introduced this as a team instruction way back in 2012. Yeah. That was the first discussion we had, me and a few other people. Yeah. So tactics have gone in. Of course, I will look at the Dropbox. Oh, the Discord suddenly, holy guacamole, there's a lot of tactics, man. So you're going to look at this ones as well. Pico Mini, your tactic is in as well. Okay, we're going to have to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Replication, 6. Roger Bot, I already downloaded. Wow, there's a lot of tactics. You're going to have to go through all these tactics soon. Yeah. So I'm going to try and take a few as well from the link I just put up there. Naturally, I can't cover all today, right? I'll try my best. Okay, now load. That's why we're going to move through this quite fast. Sometimes I'll look at a tactic and I'll make suggestions, but where I can, I'll try and play it. Okay, so we'll try as much as I can. D, Sports Interactive, Tactics, BYT, Ten Hag, right? This is the one. Okay. Target forward, inverted winger, inside forward. How do we have our players are fit? Okay. Target forward, they are inside forward. CM attack, nice. DM defense. Okay, very safe. Very, very possession-centric tactic. Okay, very possession-centric. Okay. I see what's going to happen in this tactic. Okay. I saw the instructions. Already saw what's going to happen. I hate to say this, but I saw what's about to happen in your tactic, man. Okay. Hold on. Let me just... It's a good it's not bad. Just have to be, you just have to play with team instructions once in a while. That's it. I wouldn't change your tactic. Yeah, no, I definitely won't change the tactic. Maybe the fullback on the left, I might ask him to be a wingback. That's about it. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if you've got any, or don't tell me you're one of those guys that has got 1 million and like a gazillion TIs. Okay, stay wider, nice. Take more risk, stay wider, okay, good. Hold position even, Bazala. Why would you want him to hold position if this guy's not coming out the pitch? Who's he holding position for? Hey, inverted winger hold position quite dangerous, no? He could lose the ball. Whatever it is, you never give an inverted winger hold position because you know what he does with the ball, right? He changes directions and you then telling him to hold the ball. Man, I'm the kind of guy that wants the inverted winger to get rid of the ball, play the ball quickly because every time he turns his back, it's a trigger for a press. So whenever you play an inverted winger, make sure the guy's got good agility and balance. If you don't, you're screwed because every time he turns, he's going to lose the ball because it's a trigger for a press. If the opposition is playing with tight marking, they're going to go in on him. Right, so you got to be very careful with that instruction. If you want to give somebody like somebody on the flanks, say, oh, look at this ball over the top, down the line. See how important it is. You want to play this kind of tactic? Go ahead. Super fit backline. And especially now in FM23, right? We got this problem. We got this thing in FM23 because quite a few of us were making noise last year that we can play this high intensity tactics for 90 minutes, right? So this year, I've noticed one thing, and it's been happening quite a fair bit. The backline gets very tired. So you have to do fatigue management. Okay? See how well we are defending at the start of the game. Not bad, right? Your ball over the top, all super fit, right? Yeah. We can see the problem. We can handle the... I like this. See that? Stay wide. This is the reason why I love stay wide on the inverted winger and the inside forward. They will pull a defender out. And if they can get control of the ball, that's it. They can create the space for the other player. Which is the reason why inverted wingers and inside forwards right now, stay wide is a phenomenal instruction, not roam from position. Roam from position does not help. Do not play roam from position because we are now able to use width to maximum effect. So you definitely want to stay wider instead of the roam. Roam is just going to give problems because last time, half the time we can't get the ball out to the flanks. See, I like your tactic. I already knew there was very little to do with this tactic. Only thing we have to worry about is the fullback, wingback, and what's the other thing I was saying? Backline get tight, you have to drop off more. That's it. Other than that, let's see. The attack came from which side? Left side, right? Where the fullback is playing. See, mark my words, I'm going to say this very clearly. It's your fullback that has to be changed. Then you won't see this problem. Again, where's the ball? Left side, where the fullback is playing. This is always a hint that something is wrong. No? It's all coming down your left flank where the fullback is playing. But look at Royce. Nice. This is where I like this tactic because he chose all the right PIs. Stop crosses. What does this do? All these guys are going to help you stop the cross. And we have a very compressed zone, right? So the zone is, there's a lot of compression in the zone. It means that this overlaps. It means that the zonal instructions all start overlapping. When they start overlapping, right, you get that Royce coming back to help you defend. Hey, hang on, we're still playing step up more, right? Watch what happened to your backline. We're gonna keep this up. This is a very nice tactic. I like it. Only change fullback to wingback. Look, lovely. Guerrero, nice ball. Staying wide. Bang, beautiful. Told you. Brilliant move. This is why stay wide is almost mandatory for an inverted winger or a winger or inside forward right now. Look at what he's done. He's gone so wide. He's pulled the play out. There's space now. We can go in and score a goal. This is such a nice tactic, man. That's why I only want to make 1 or 2 changes. Can I? I'm itching to make changes. Just to prove that I'm still relevant in this game. I want to prove that I'm relevant for this game. There's no Discord server invite link, Ferland. If it's open, our Discord server is for patrons to the channel and YouTube members. Yeah. We keep it, it's a very close community and yeah, I like it that way, right? So, well, friends and families that we're helping each other out. Yeah, on all kinds of lovely things. Okay, all right. So can I make changes now? Okay, we done this. All right, I wanted to show you something. Now I remember what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you something, right? Okay. This is something I'm going to see. Okay. Learn how to use this. Okay. Where's the match stats? Where SI? So useful, right? Damn useful, no SI, this information. Where's match stats? Okay, come in here. Okay, drop this. Okay. Final third passes, 14 versus 4. You have got more domination of the final third, right, compared to the other opposition team. Opposition passes per defensive action, 5. Opposition passes per defensive action, 3.85. So the intensity of your press is better than theirs. So you're getting like 4 passes in the opposition half. They're only getting 3. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we're going to make 1 or 2 changes, right? Okay, I'm just itching. I don't know, your tactic looks good. Okay, so can't help it. I want to see whether you did it. Sit narrow. Okay. I get the logic for sit narrow. Because Mazala goes half space, this guy can come in. But I'm going to give him a wing back. I want to try wing back, man. Just to tweak this tactic slightly. Give it a bit of bite. Mark tight so that we keep the ball. This player, probably him marking tight. Closing down more, okay. Can work. Inverted wing back. Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good instruction for the inverted wing back because he's here. So you're telling him to be, bust the gut a bit more around the area. Definitely doable. Ball playing defender, passes short. Okay. You're not I don't like you anymore. Whoever made this tactic, you're not my friend. He told a ball playing defender to pass it shorter. No dribble more. I'm the one that adds dribble more and turns my ball playing defenders into psychotic runners of the ball. Well, I noticed that maybe I don't think the whole community is like that, right? Don't indulge it. The one that likes these ball playing defenders running all over the pitch. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's so far so good. Inverted winger here. Okay, now the hold up ball. All right, let's remove that. Yeah. If he hold, see, the thing is when you do hold position, it's for someone to receive the ball, right? You're holding it up for this guy or for this guy. All right, one of these two. It'll be very, very good. But the problem is, inverted wingers, when they turn, they might get caught in the press, right? So that's the reason. So this ball share now, look at it. Your final third passes, you're dominating. This tactic is dominating all the way. So we can just go all the way. Go to key highlights. There's nothing else to do, man. We just leave it here and just make substitution changes. Yeah, I'll leave it. I won't change this tactic. Yeah, it's a pretty solid tactic. Mazala, inverted winger, wing back. Inverted wing back. Okay, this is safe. This is safe. But much shorter, be more expressive, work ball into box. Sometimes you don't need this. Over, underlap. Okay. Underlap, he's going to come this way, right? He's going to hold up the ball for him. You don't need hold up. Now, you definitely don't need a hold up instruction in the inverted winger. Right? Because if he's the widest player, he's going to hold up the ball for the wing back. Right? Okay. So what's going to happen is that the widest player is going to look for inside runs. There are not a lot of inside runs happening in your tactic, right? Only this player. Yeah, so at the moment, underlap is okay. Yeah, it will affect the initial positioning, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's definitely doable. But we're not really dominating very much, are we? So what we can do is, I want to go a bit wider. Passing it short, this basically one-touch football. Right, so if you want to do one-touch football, it's more like this, right? So this is like one-touch football. But I would probably just mix it up a bit. Lower the tempo against teams that are sitting back. And then you got work ball into box, complementary instructions, of course, hit lower crosses. They will work quite well together. So now when you're playing the game and you're with this tactic, which is pretty decent, I think it's a very good tactic. You have one BPD with dribble more. Okay, cool. So this is pretty solid. I like this tactic. CM on attack, Omri Chan CM on attack is probably the worst player to do that, but yeah, okay, I guess. Okay, so now 6, yeah, you're dominating. Like ball share, they only they've only had 6 progressive passes. In the whole game, they've only made 6 forward passes all day long. Oh my god. This is sad, man. The ball share is only 38%. Holy cow. That's terrible, man. That's so bad. Yeah, this is a good tactic. Okay, so now, while we praise this tactic, we got to be paying attention to what happens in midfield, right? What's this do? AI is what the AI normally does. 1-0, right? AI is going to see these two fitter and start pushing. Right? He sometimes starts to attack. Okay, now we got these two guys not 100%, right? So we got 3 possible substitutions we might have to make, right? When you play these kind of tactics, right, there's one downside. You need three midfielders. That's the downside of these kind of tactics. Okay. That's why I am a bit concerned whenever I play the 4-3-3 right now. I've been using the 4-3 Palermo, right? I don't have 3 fellas to bring on sometimes. So we collapse. Every time I know there's a disaster waiting, no, because my players are, oh shit, we're going to concede a goal. In my heart, I know, no, we're going to concede a goal. You know what happened? Okay, inverted wing back. Okay. So far, you're dominating, you're not creating much, but yeah, it's not a bad tactic. Okay, let's just get even more ambitious. Okay, we go even wider. But now I don't want to be stupid with the ball, right? Okay, let's go. I want to do something else, but I forgot to do it. I want to go balanced mentality and drop. Yeah, balanced mentality. You can go balance. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, max. Okay, that's it. Maybe let's try this, right? Drop off more. Now you see what will happen, right? You drop off more with such a high line. There's a lot of running to do, though, when the ball goes over the top. I wouldn't change the tactic right now, but it's something that you want to bear in mind. Sometimes you wanna hold up a lead, right, with your tactic. I would recommend dropping your line first. Dropping your line, then adding the drop ball more. I want to show you something which happens. Okay, first this guy is getting tight. We're going to take him off. Do we have one? Pass lah. Okay, come. So you got to start paying attention, right? You can't afford to have like your center go tired. This is the one that you're most worried about because you want to keep control of the center. Okay. We are still in our groove. I'm doing my best to invite them to attack us. Okay, okay, we're dropping off more because we know now we're encouraging them to come out of the pitch. No, what do you think drop off more does? We drop off like come attack us because we've been keeping in your half the whole way. They're probably not as tired as we want to make them even more tired. Look at what happened to the midfield after the drop off more was added. This is one of the reasons why I sometimes even do this. Okay. It's kind of funky. Okay. All right. So we do this now. I got very defensive now. Okay. Very defensive with this stupid combination. Much higher defensive, like higher press. Yeah, why not? Who says you can't do this in the game of Football Manager? Of course you can. Ball comes. We win the header. Come on. Okay. See how compressed we are. Right? Hey, where's the goalkeeper? Okay, right now we have a problem in the game, no? The goalkeeper bug. There's a goalkeeper bug right now. I've noticed also. Sometimes the goalkeepers make the worst decisions, right? So, SI is aware of it. But so far, it hasn't been happening so often that it's become like a critical bug. That I just saw it just now. We've gone lower. Now we've gone, right? Look at our condition of our team. Yeah. Compare that to this team. Now look at our intensity of our tactic. But we're playing on maximum lines. Like high press, high might. We're going to just do this anyway. Let's find out what happens, right? Let's go all the way to the time. It's only 5 minutes. This guy's a problem. But we're compressed, but they drop off like a compressed block. We'll deny the opposition space. But we're very defensive. When we have the ball, we'll be very measured with our passes. We just grind out a 1-0 win. That's it. My big no, not yet. I still got a week. I still got 1 more week, man. I have to finish so many chapters on the book. Yeah. What skin is this? The default skin. Visualizations we have expanded. You can actually use the in-between match highlight mods from Michael Murray and just install them into your game. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. Okay, suggest resting Bellingham. Okay. I don't know. Did I give him a rest? I'm not sure. Okay. Did I tell him you're rested? No, I'll tell you what. We'll just come in here. Jude Bellingham. Training, rest, 2 days. And that's it. For holiday. So your tactic is fine, man. Very little to do with it. There's very little to change in the tactic. Okay, so Roger Ball next, right? Okay. But that was a good tactic. Very good. Simple tactic. You got the thing. What I like about the tactic is, okay, first, you're not using too many playmakers. I love that. The second thing I love about the tactic was that it had a very clear and focused attack pattern. Right. I know that your inverted winger is going to create with the combination of the Mazzara. That's a very good combination for creating goals, right? And you've got a very simple setup. You got one target for inside a box. So this might become a cross-heavy tactic. The only thing I would suggest is this, right? So sometimes you might be in games where you need to score a goal, like what we had just now. You can sacrifice the inverted wingback and play a wingback. You can play a wingback and then bring the attack higher up the pitch. Then you can have wingbacks flooding the area, doing overlapping runs. Oh, that's something that you might want to consider. This wingback can be changed. This can be changed to a wingback, right? So it goes round. Okay, so next one we have is this is another install of the game Football Manager. I've got 2 installs of this game. Okay, oh my god. So narrow 4-2-3-1. All right, this narrow 4-2-3-1, right? This is the time when I say everybody give them roam. Yeah, you gotta give all of them roam and maybe stay wider. So you want this role to actually come here and here. Fullback, ball winning midfielder. Okay, I can see how the Roger Ball. Okay, high press. Okay, ooh. You gotta make a decision. Okay, you haven't made a decision. Everybody's prevent shot goalkeeper distribution, but here do not. Okay, this is fine. You haven't decided to use a trap. You can make a decision. Okay, let's see how this pans out, right? Okay. To be fair, I haven't played with a lot of narrow systems, so I could be off with this, man. Yeah, I have not played with a lot of narrow systems, so I might get this one wrong. I'll be very honest, right? So I've been going with a lot because I'm liking Football Manager 23 and width a lot. So I'm going with a lot of systems that are wide because I find the switches of play to be very, very entertaining. They entertain me a lot. So I go with every version of Football Manager, I go with the version that entertains me the most. So this year, what entertains me is switches of play. And I'm going with wide systems because it's fun to watch. But then it's all these narrow systems, they don't entertain me nearly as much. So let's play. Okay, what would I do with this? Oh yeah, this is a very good test. You know why? You're playing against one of these formations. If I was playing against a 4-2-3-1, maybe I think, yeah, maybe you can hold it. But this kind of formation, they're going to be sitting, these wingbacks are going to come. It's a battle of the two, right? So let's see what happens. So your instructions you're passing into space, hoofing the ball. Let's just watch the ball share. Yeah. Let's just speed up. I guess going to be issues, man, today. Oops, let's go. All right. Final third passes 4 versus 2. Werder Bremen have had more. Final third passes 5 versus 2. Final third passes 7 versus 4. Ball share, which is how much time they've had on the ball, 42% versus 52. Okay, as we continue, where's your possession? Possession. Okay, how many passes you made less passes than they have in the same time. Yeah. So basically what it tells me is that you're not having a lot of share of the ball, right? So we're gonna keep playing this. I want to see what happens because there's no point just me telling you how to improve the tactic. We need to see. Okay, so now we've got a ball winning midfielder, roaming playmaker. So let's look at this. Forward passes, you only made 8 compared to their 10. Okay, final third passes, again, you haven't spent any time in their final third. They have spent more time in the final third, twice as much time in the final third than you. Okay. So right now, what do you have to do? Okay, if you're telling me pass it shorter, okay, let's try passing it shorter. And then let's try your lower tempo and dropping pass into space, right? Okay. Let's see if this indeed helps the situation, right? If you do this, final third passes, okay, 17-10, there's a slight improvement. 18-12, okay, slight improvement, they only improved by 1. So far, nothing much. First half, we're struggling to create anything, right? Okay, why is this happening? It's because your fullbacks are here. You're not getting up the pitch. There's no channel movement. There's no highlights. There's no highlights. There's barely any highlights, man. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is look at this, right? Ball goes wide. Fullback on his own. Goes back. That's your mistake. Okay? You don't want fullbacks. You want wingbacks, complete wingbacks on attack. You need two roles that will take teams on, take players on. Okay? If you got roaming, you got ball winning midfielder and roaming. If you want to play something like this, you have to get them up the pitch. Okay? So this role doesn't need this more than it does needs. Stay wide and roam from position. You need to add both of them. So go to this guy. Instead of just stay, we gotta ask you to stay wide and roam from position. Okay? That's what you need to do. So these two guys will actually come to this channel to help this play out. All right. Now play we fairly wide right now would say how would this work? Okay. Right now your players are going to be further up. This affects their positioning, right? Also affects where the passes are going. So if you go all this way here, you are making the wing backs a focus of your passing. So every time you're going to pass it to the wing backs. Something to bear in mind. All right, now, okay, we'll step up more. Yeah, we want these guys to go up, right? We'll step up more, but it's a bigger zone, right? And then we'll stop the crosses. Meaning these guys, hopefully these guys can try and help us defend. I don't think it's going to happen though, but we'll try. So right now we make a couple of changes. Oh, shish kebabs. I forgot one more change. It's called mark title on the wing back. Oops, sorry. Mark tight. We gotta try something, right? So, okay. Actually, I will go ball playing defenders both sides. Okay. There's something to be said about one-touch passing in this tactic. All right, so we can try that. So now our ball share is, okay, better still. Our final third passes are improving a lot more. Okay, we're getting a few more final third passes. Okay. Hummels brings the ball forward. The man who's got no acceleration. Now, complete wing back. Better? Okay. We got... All right, we're getting better now. See, it does help if I'm showing extended highlights. Or rather, extended highlights. Because we didn't see any highlights just now. Okay, I'm going to try something, right? Super narrow. Super short. Super high tempo. Pass into space, ball into box. I'm going to try to see whether it is possible, because I haven't tried it yet. Okay. All right. One touch passing. We don't have to play on positive. Positive is fine. We can also go on balance. Yeah, I have training schedules. The video is coming out soon. Haven't done the video. I'm in the process of editing the video right now. Okay, so tempo, right? Very high, 7-1. That's why I'm tempted to lower tempo. Okay, we'll lower tempo. Shit, it's not working. Yeah, slightly shorter. It's not working because the players are too far away for us to do one-touch passing. Okay, so let's put on what's the best pass slot. Okay, we need fresh legs. These fullbacks are gonna get very tired. The press is not bad, yeah. Okay, nice. Down the middle he goes. We can see the goal. It didn't work. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this kind of narrow systems right now. FM23. It's gonna be like you're gonna need a minor miracle to make them work. Yeah. This is gonna need a minor miracle. Okay. What we can do is turn this guy into an engage, drop him a bit deeper. Pass into space is just gonna give the ball away. Ball winning midfielder on defense. Segundo Volante. Yeah, we need a Segundo Volante instead. Yeah, somebody carry the ball up. Then I can turn this guy into a wing back on support. Okay. Now I got Engash dropping, Volante going up. Okay. Yeah. And we just make that change. Hold on. I want to change the midfielder. Do we have another midfielder who can come on? I don't think so, man. Okay, we're just going to take out Bellingham and put Hazard there. I don't even know whether he can play as a midfielder, man. No. You don't want to play both on inverted wing back. You're gonna cause major congestion problems. This is not FM 22. This is FM 23. FM 23 congestion is not your friend. It will cause the chaos defending and then you lose the ball. Then you go like, why is everybody not passing the ball? Why is everyone not passing the ball? Or kind of stuff. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that something like this could work. Wingback, Volante, here ball playing defender. No, I hate all this. No, this is one reason you don't have any other options to bring the ball forward. You don't have. I would not play it like this. No, you want to put a roaming playmaker and then you tell him to pass it shorter. It's like you're telling him, okay, I know of all the people you just pass to the guy in front of him, right? And you got all this force sitting up in front. Don't do that. You're giving yourself no options for the quick counter. So I would play something like this. Wing back, ball winning midfielder, Volante, one Angosh or AM on support, he will drop a bit deeper. And then you get a bit more options to pass the ball. Move into channel is just an instruction to a player to move into the spaces between players. That's it. So between players and the fullback and the touchline. That's what you're telling a player to do. With move into channel. All right, so that Roger ball, you gotta modify it slightly. Yeah. Okay, so we got these tactics now. So we done Roger ball, and then we done this tactic, and we done this tactic, right? Eric Ten Hag's. Then these are the three that we did. Okay, delete this. Okay. Now download the rest. Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not used to Windows 11. I'm like, how do you open a new window now? File new window. What happened to new window, man? Shit. Create a new item. I don't want a new item. I want a new window, you stupid idiot. I swear this is the new folder. I don't need a new folder. I need a new window. File Explorer. Oh, so I have to open it like this. Okay. Oh, that's so helpful. Okay. All right, so Dropbox. No, not Dropbox. Downloads. Okay, and then we come in here. Sports Interactive. Auto Measure. Tactics. BYT. All right, 3, 4, 2, 1. Load, quick. Let's play this quickly. Yeah, they'll move out of the box sometimes. Yeah, move into channel. Sometimes the player will move out of the box. Have you ever noticed how the advanced ball always runs to the line? When you play sometimes, you say advanced ball will go towards the line, right? Right, that's moving into channels. Then you notice the pressing forward usually stays around the box area, right? That's because he doesn't have move into channels. That's it. Yeah. So sometimes you want a lot of movement. Yeah, move into channels is good. Sometimes you don't want a lot of movement. You just want him to, hey man, you just stay in the box, don't come out, please. I'm trying to give the ball to you. Pressing forward support, very good role. Another one is a poacher. Yeah. So I'm loving the pressing forward support right now for Football Manager 23. I would say it's counterintuitive. No, that's oversimplification. Like I have played a lot of high blocks with move into roles with multiple move into chance because I've got lots of movement in my tactic. I've got central midfielder attacking the center. I got a Mazzala going to the half spaces. I have a winger sitting wide. And I've got a striker with move into channels. Yeah, it's because I'm making so much movement. There are multiple players who can come in and score a goal. It's like how Manchester City play. Manchester City play a system where the striker always moves into the channels. So he's either roaming around or making space for others to attack the spaces as well. Which is what the reason. Whenever you see a real life tactic where a central midfielder is scoring a lot of goals, there are players moving into the channels. Okay, Bellingham, this is nice. Okay, white centre back. Okay, let's try this out very quickly. White centre backs have a fundamental issue, right? So when you play a white centre back, they are crosses of the ball, right? So when they go to the side, they'll try and cross the ball. Can't cross the goal, they play short, but they don't play balls down the line. That's the downside of a ball. That's the weakness of the white centre back. So when you have like roles on the flanks, the white centre backs aren't your friend. They have to bring the ball forward. You need players to be playing on support duty so they can work with the white centre back. Sometimes, the white centre back becomes a kind of a pivot, right? So here we've got wing back on attack going up, inside forward on attack going up, inside forward and wing back on attack. So what is the white centre back doing? They're just holding this space, defending. The problem with this tactic is, you might struggle to create chances. I am enjoying FM23. I always enjoy every version of Football Manager 23. Sometimes I notice some people having issues with the game. So I've been asking people to send in their PKMs to SI or to me, man. This will struggle against a few systems because you got players running forward too much. So it's great because you got a lot of attacking duties, right? But you don't need to play on positive. Let's go very defensive. Yeah. You don't have to play on positive. Let's go very defensive, see what happens. See, this kind of a tactic which has got so many attacking duties can afford to play on lower mentalities because you need them to come back and help you defend. So the moment you have a lot of attacking duties, start thinking, maybe I'll play on lower mentalities. So I'm going to start intentionally playing on very defensive. Right? Instead of playing on positive. So let's see what happens, right? For the next 45 minutes, right, I'm thinking your tactic, I've just changed the mentality. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking inside forward is going to go like that. Complete wing back is going to go up the pitch, right? Okay. So inside forward is going to attack the space if I can keep the ball. Then the DLP is holding his position. Volante is coming up. So he's going to keep up with the central. He might keep up with the complete wing back. Now, because I've lowered my mentality, players are also going to make sure about their passes, right? So they keep the ball. Now, our progressive passes at the moment, 14. You can see 14, right? So final third passes are 27. We are literally spending all this time in their half. Their ball share is less than ours, which means the time spent on the ball. Our possession, on the other hand, is very different, right? We are carving out less passes for the time that we have on the ball, which is about 42%. So we are doing a lower number of passes than the opposition. Okay, boom. Okay. This is on the very lowest of mentality, Okay. Okay, Royce is injured. Okay. And without anything else, right? This tactic can definitely hold its own, right? Okay. Now I gotta come up and put this guy here. Okay. We gotta play on balanced mentality next. Okay. Mid block again. This is what stop the crosses. Fine. That's okay. Trap inside, trap outside, not necessary. Okay. All right. Mid block. Play our defense. Wow. That's bold, no? Play our defense. That's damn bold. You got to play our defense and none of these players are going to bring the ball out for defense for you. That's bold. Against really strong teams, it could be a problem for you. Because you will need comes deep to get the ball here. Because these guys are not going to be anywhere near your back line. Right? So, for me, this is one time I will probably use like a... why do we do this, right? Instead of complete wingback bombing up, I agree with having these guys bombing up. We go inside forward support instead. Inside forward support. I'll tell these guys to stay wide, mark tight, and stay wide. I'll tell this guy to mark tight and stay wide. Okay. All right. This is one time we're going to create a lot of problems for the defense. Pressing forward support. He's going to stay in the box, right? So he's going to stay. You could also play him as a pressing forward attack. He'll go into the channels. Okay, now we're going to try it. Simple changes. Let's see how it works. If you turn him into a pressing forward attack, he will go to the channels inside forwards attack the space. If you play F9, then everybody comes out of the pitch and you're trying to cover opportunities. A lot of work for your defenders if you lose the ball, right? Because only they can help you defend. But if you play inside forward support, and a pressing forward support, what you get is 3 roles that are going to help you. Inside forwards might attack the space. A pressing forward is going to be in the area. He's just going to drop off a bit, but he's always going to make sure that the defenders are occupied. So they're always defending. Then you've got this complete wingback coming up the flanks, right? Giving you that width in your tactic. And you've got 3 guys at the back helping you defend. Wide centre backs are not a bad role. What they do is they will go wide. If they have an option, they'll do that. They will cross the ball. So when they cross the ball, they create chances for the they will create chances for you too. Because wide centre backs are a very good role for this kind of movement or this kind of balls. Right, so they give these kind of simple balls. Instead of playing one down the line, they play this simple, like, we get into position to do a cross kind of thing. So it's not bad. And you can shift it to balance. That's it. This is a simple change I will make to your tactic. I won't change too much. I'll just go pressing for support, inside forward and support, and keep it the same way. Right? You don't need to do much, right? Because your tactic is creating chances. It's able to defend well. Right, wide centre back, and central defender. Hummels, this is one of the other tactics, right? You might try something funky with this tactic. I will definitely try this, man. I will even try ball playing defender with dribble more in the center. In fact, I will remove the libero. This actually, to be honest with you, right? This role right now is the libero we were asking for. This is the one most of us wanted. We're seeing this right now. I wanted this to be the libero, right? This role. Ball playing defender with dribble more. Now he will attack the center. So what you're gonna get is a situation where now you have a ball carrier in the center too. Right. So you got a ball carrier in the center. It's gonna be interesting because he can play switch passes as well. Right. So and it's not a problem. Like, look at that. He's still gonna help you defend. And you got this nice little group that's hustling in the center. And you've got this guy playing as a ball-playing defender. So he's like your quarterback. If you don't have a quarterback kind of player, then maybe I'll go back to a central defender. But you have to make sure that the central defender in the center has the best anticipation and concentration. Right? So it's a very simple change to your tactic. So you're going to be fine. Yeah. The only problem right now is maybe you play this tactic. This tactic is cheaper than the 4-3-3. The back 3 systems right now are a lot cheaper than the 4-3-3. The 4-3-3 needs you to make 3 changes to maintain control of a game. The 3-4-3 only needs you to make 2 changes to maintain control of the game. And the 2 changes are going to be the 2 players in the center of the park, right? So you just don't make these 2 changes. So we're going to bring on, I don't know who we bring on. We can bring on Saleh. I think we can bring on, I don't know, him? He's got WBMAMR. Okay. See, I'm such a simple person. Yeah. Simple. Hummels, ball playing defender. Look at that. So you don't put all the pressure on the volante and you now pull the opposition into a situation where they have to engage against your team as well. Right? It creates more space for passing the ball to the volante and the DLP. So you have this ball playing defender bringing the ball out, then they come out to engage him, right? In doing so, they create space for you to pass the ball. Okay. It's very nice tactic. I like this tactic. It's good. Okay, so that's it. There's nothing else you need to do with this tactic. Okay, that's it. Let's speed up. Stop admiring the tactic. Done. Yeah, look at what Hummels is doing. Now you get this ball playing defender creating all kinds of havoc. You got this libero, no? Right now, this is the libero we wanted. When they introduced the libero, right? This is what I wanted originally from the libero role. So this is, they've come in and gone like, okay, finally we've got the role that I wanted. The libero right now is not fashionable anymore. This is the guy now. This ball playing defender. This is the king of the hill. The greatest role in Football Manager 23 is the ball playing defender. Right now, he's going to tear teams apart like it's no tomorrow. Like I'm in sales in advertising right now. Right? This tactic is too passive to do when I try to score. It's not passive if you make the changes that I'm recommending. Right, so instead of this, in fights, inside forward support, pressing forward support. Right, that's why this 3, then change this guy into a ball playing defender. Stop playing on cover. It's such a, don't play on cover. It's just like, don't bother, man. Just put a guy here with good anticipation and crossing and asking to dribble more. That's it. He's going to come out anyway. Right? What are you worried about? Then you go stop crosses. That's it. Do this stop crosses. Play the same way. And you'll be fine. You can even play on balance. This is a strong tactic. You just have to change this guy to inside forward on support. Inside forward on support. Mark tighter, tackle harder, and then turn this guy into a pressing forward support, right? That's it. Simple tactic. You got these guys flooding, these guys coming in to score, all 3 of them coming in to score. Going to create a lot of havoc for a lot of teams. I'm keeping this tactic for myself. What talk? I love this tactic. BT, and I'm going to modify it slightly. Yeah, this is a good tactic. I will use this tactic at a heartbeat, man. Right? It's good. It's very solid. This guy holds his position. This guy comes up. This guy bombs out. In fact, you can play complete wingback. You can play wingbacks. I mean, complete wingbacks roam from position, so it's kind of cool. This inside forward. Yeah, I like this tactic. I want to keep it for myself. Okay. All right, next tactic. Okay, done. Okay. Bomb. BYT. Okay, we got Rob Dino. Your tactic. Boom. 4-3-2. Okay, this is a problem. This is a slight issue, right, in Football Manager right now. Okay, now when you play this kind of tactics, you got to make sure, right, that those 2 central midfielders are God's gift to central midfielders. Otherwise, pull them down to DMs. You don't have God's gift to central midfielders, don't use them as central midfielders. They will drop a bit deeper. They will work a lot harder. I mean, we can play for a while. We'll see how it happens, and we'll see whether we need to make changes. Yeah, you need God's gift, man. Otherwise, you're gonna struggle. We play Manchester City, If we can't even I do think we're gonna get hammered. But we have Jude Bellingham and we have Omre Chan cannot play. I don't even think we got players fit for this game. Yeah, we can't use Omre Chan. Omre Chan is a liability, man. Can I have to use Dawood? Or where's the other guy? Saleh Oskan. Yeah, Saleh Oskan is a lot better. Okay, ball winning midfielder. Okay, this is it, right? Straight out of the gate, turn him to defend duty. Turn him into a defend. That's it. Okay, you get your anchors. Okay. I'm gonna make that one change, but even with that one change, you might still struggle. Or you can offset. You can do an offset. This guy comes in here as a DM, or play him here as a DM, and then you can. Oh my God! I just saw your tactic. Hey, this is not FM22. It's not FM22. No, where multiple attack duties help you. Okay, well, once again, guys, we just gotta play this on a lower mentality. Okay, we just want to play this. I want to close my eyes and then start my prayers. Hold on, Okay, this is a tactic where we start praying first. Okay, I'm not trying to insult you in any way, but right now in Football Manager, if you do this with these 2 like that, you're going to be struggling a lot, because FM22 we could do that. FM21 we could do that. FM23 now with so many attack duties, you're either playing with 2 DMs or you're playing on low mentalities. But you're gonna give up the ball. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's go. This is gonna be quick. External highlights. See, let's look at that ball share. Wait, you scored a goal. Wow, I'm wrong. Against Manchester City is attacking you. You are attacking them. Hey. All right. I think, yeah, man. I thought it was not going to work, but it worked. Out of the gate, you went ballistic on this team. I take back what I said earlier. I may be wrong, but we can't. I originally just want to change this guy ball winning midfielder to ball winning midfielder on defense. That's all. I actually made a 4-2-3-1, almost similar, but it had. Hey, that's 2 goals, man. Literally, you know, all I did was play a balance. Because when you have a lot of attack duties, right? Now the thing about FM23, the more attack duties you have, the lower your mentality. Don't ask me why. It's something I found. That's why it's changed it to balance straight away. I thought it'd be safer. Now, instead of playing attacking, right? We won't balance. This inverted winger comes in looking for options, right? But let's see what happens. Hey, let's go. Man City have scored 1 goal. Okay, let's come out of this. These guys better be good. Saleh Oskan and Bellingham are very good, right? So these two are solid, a solid choice for this tactic. But we've changed the balance. We're all out of pressure. Just waiting for these guys to get tired. Okay, we got another one. You know what you can do with this tactic? Not necessarily. One support role might be good, but the inverted wingers can't afford to be support. The moment they become support duties, what's going to happen is they're going to lose the ball under a high press. Okay, you can see the second goal. Because the boys aren't coming back to defend, right? Okay, we dropped to very defensive. Now we're going to drop to very defensive, see whether these guys come back and help us defend. Have you got stop crosses? Stop crosses. Yeah, you have to stop cross. And if you're going to be so attacking, right? If you're going to be so attacking, man, for heaven's sakes, do this. If you're going to do this, if you're going to attack like that, please do this. Right? And you can actually tell your boys to drop off more, right? Okay, keep everything the same. All right, okay. Because you're bound to give up goals, right? You're bound to ship goals because these guys don't come back and help you defend. Right, now, ever since I changed, right? So far, we haven't seen any highlights. Yeah. We started like a house on fire. Oh, I don't know what's the phrase. Is it house on fire? Cards? I don't know. I can't remember. Okay. All right. Now we shift the mentality up to defensive. It's important to note, right, on lower mentalities, right? Okay. One change I will make to your attack is ball winning midfield on support. One of the wing backs on support. Yeah. You got underlap and underlap, right? So the widest player holds up the ball for you. But your players are going to get super tired, man. So now I drop to defensive, right? Your inverted wingers are coming back to help them defend. This is a change in FM23. See where your inverted wingers are right now? Right, so they're all back in defense right now. I mean, like your start was like a bomb rush start, right? We call it like a blitzkrieg start. Blitzkrieg. Yeah, it's a blitzkrieg start. Could be a great way to start games. But if you end up, how do you hold up that? How do you hold the tempo of the game? See? Now we've dropped back on low mentality. Your boys are defending, no? Yeah, there we go. Hazard is back. Now we get the... Yeah, okay. So they didn't get into the third. The 2 players in the middle. Are they going to be fit enough? See, the AI has already changed. They brought on Grealish. AI knows that he's going to try and control the center. So we are playing on a low mentality, yet we are attacking, right? So something that you may want to consider. Okay, so I will carry on playing your attack the same way. Inverted winger, I'm going to put Julian Brandt here. Okay, that's the first player I bring on. The second player is going to be a problem. We're going to bring on Dawood first. Okay, so we take out Saleh Oskan. So I get 1 fit player into this slot now. Bellingham is struggling, it's 6.5. But what we can do, see now, the Dawood chased the player. The Dawood. The player called the Dawood. It's not the Dawood. So here I probably play this role as a ball playing winning midfielder on defense. Right. So I'll probably do this on defense. And the problem with this is got so many attack duties. Okay. And overlaps. I just go underlaps if I wanted to. Because you got inside runners. No, you don't have inside runners. You have outside runners. Okay. Okay. So we go. I'm deciding which one of these guys is going to be a support duty. I try wingbacks on support first. Okay. Try wingbacks on support. So when you play them, now we play wingbacks on support, right? Okay, and you're playing on a lower mentality. I mean, if you insist on playing these two in the center, go ahead, but you're always gonna have these issues, right? You're always gonna have this issue of like, okay, my two players are gonna get super tight. What am I gonna do with them? Okay. If you do this, you solve the issue straight away, right? Then what you can do with this player, you can play like this. Right, you can play an offset like this if you wanted to. You could. Otherwise, I would recommend playing like this now. Segundo volante. You can be a segundo volante on support. You get a lot more. You get a lot more defensive rigidity, defensive solidity in your system. And where this ball-winning midfielder is playing, I can still do this. Right, I can still get this guy to launch and maybe even play with wingbacks, double wingbacks on attack. Yeah. A little positive. The same thing. Just slight change. Now drop off more. Oh no, we want to chase a goal, so I'm going to step up more. I'll play mixed crosses, but I'm going to use the width a lot more. Okay. All right, so because I got players attacking down the flanks, the rule of thumb is this. If you are expecting to see your wingbacks bring the game to the opponent, then use that option. Right. If you got wingbacks and you utilize the wingbacks, use high width, but then you will see the ball going to those areas a lot often, a lot more. Okay, stop this too. Okay. So even though you got off to a fast start, you can't maintain it with the setup, right? So I would definitely try something with a double D. This a bit better. If you want to play those two in the center, you're going to run into issues, right? So you could like start the same way if you are playing a strong team who's going to be attacking you, and then after that you can settle into something like this where you pull them back, gives you a lot more solidity. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Okay. Next tactic. Oh, there's a lot of tactics, man. What's the time? Okay, I'm gonna have to push. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to do a lot. Okay. We might do this a bit later. Once I pick up my kids. My guy will go and pick up my kids. You might return to doing this. 4-1-3-2. Oh, okay. Wingback. Why? Okay. Regista. Okay, never mind. We'll play this game. I'm like, I don't like registers. I mean, I'm okay with the register, but when you play with a register, shish kebabs, you need a really solid screen that works very hard for the register. So it's like, I just find the register to be it's an interesting role. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. I used it many times before. Back in the day when Football Manager, there wasn't midfield chaos. I didn't mind. I was like, okay, registers are fine because nobody's tackling my register. Now those guys, there are players looking to take out your register any chance they get, right? So now I'm like, I want a player that moves a bit more than a register does. That's how I see it. But let's see if we can work, right? I'm not the one to say this is a good tactic or a bad tactic. I always try it out. I will always try to play your tactic and see whether I can make slight changes to your tactic instead of going, don't use this tactic at all. That's not me. That's not my nature. All right. Okay, so I'm looking, just like we saw the last tactic. I want to keep it. I tried it. It looked good. After a while, I realized, I was right. You have to play them as DMs. But you can start it off with a MC in the middle. Okay, so we're going to quick pick this. Reina, Amrit Chan, Salih Oshkan. Okay, I think they can all help to win the ball. This is one of those very, very expensive tactics. Okay, when you need a substitution, you got to make 3. You're not going to make 1, no. You're going to make 3 substitutions. So, yeah, so we're getting the bench ready. You don't have 3 substitutions, you're going to have an issue. Okay, let's just play. I'm not going to make any more changes. Yeah, I'm going to point this out. The wingback needs to do something. The wingbacks need to do something. That's a problem right now. Wingbacks are a great role for a 4-1-3-2 because they're going to bring the ball forward, right? Okay. Question is, how much do you want them to do that? How far do you want them to get up the pitch? If you play narrow, they're always going to do wall passes, right? You narrow width, they're playing wall passes, which mean that they're going to look inside for the pass and they're going to play it outside. Then you got to think about, okay, how do I pull players away so they create space for the guy in the center then? Right. So this is one of the reasons why I'm always looking at roles like the Mazzala and the Carrello for the 4-1-3-2. But you are using 2 other roles. You're using a screen. You need to put because of the regista, you got to put 2 players closer to him who are going to win the ball, right? So that's why that regista cost you 2 other roles that could have made these wingbacks more prolific. So in some matches, it's not that bad, right? Okay, you might be playing against a weaker team, might not be that much of an issue because you've got good players. But against better teams, sometimes you may think to yourself, I need to create better chances. How do I create better chances? Right? So you need one of those central midfielders to move to a wider position to create the space. Like here, I'm looking at the left and the right flank. Now the only way this tactic creates width is those wingbacks, right? So if the wingbacks can't get the ball, we're looking at the wingbacks now. Wingback is out here. Jude Bellingham is here. Sude gets the ball. He plays it to this guy. It's a central pass. Then you're looking for one through the middle all the time, right? Yeah. All right. So what have we got? We can do a focus play to the middle. This is narrow. Okay, fine. Yeah, this encourage passes through the middle too. I could try this, right? This is the one-touch passing mode. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work, right? I have no idea. I'm just trying it. Okay, I'm doing this maximum width through the middle, but focus width in the middle. What focus does is it tells players to pass through the middle. It also brings players closer together. So I do one of several things just to mess with things because I'm curious. Okay, DLF on support. This guy's going to drop deep, no? Right. So holds up the ball, CM on attack, box to box, Regista. Regista is going to play one over the top. Still not convinced. I'm still not convinced of the Regista. Yeah, this in a tactic like this, right? It's damn expensive, no? FM23 is not very friendly to this kind of tactics. You're gonna have to think of 4 players on your bench who can play all those 4 positions. You're gonna struggle, man. You're gonna struggle with this tactic, right? So we haven't made any changes yet. I'm already thinking, how the heck am I gonna make changes with this tactic, man? So when I play this kind of tactic, right, I'm always thinking the wingbacks have to get into play. The wingbacks have to get into position. I'm always toying with the wingbacks. So I'm looking at the wingbacks. So far, the wingbacks haven't done much. They're still struggling to see the ball. Right, look at the rating, 6.6, 6.7. Ball winning midfielder is doing well because he's winning the ball. CM is always running out. I told him to go wider, to use the wingbacks a bit more, and hopefully create the space in the center too, with the focus. See, right? Okay, go. Right, that's it. There's nothing on for these guys. Right, we haven't created any quality chances, even though we've had possession of the ball. Okay, stop. Now we're going to change things. All right, I'm going to skip this. I'm now telling this guy to be a Mazzala on support. This guy to be a Carrello. Turn this guy to a wingback on attack. Turn this guy to a wingback on attack. Turn this player into a DM. Or anchor. Anchor defend. Okay. You come here. Okay. Alright. We're going to play flanking wingbacks now. Right. So wingbacks going to pop. In fact, now I'm going to turn this guy into advanced playmaker. I'm pushing the playmaker higher. So it's either a playmaker here or a playmaker here, right? So, okay. Focus play to the middle. Higher tempo. Let's see whether this works. Again, my famous last words. Let's see if this works. Okay. Drop off more trap inside. We don't need a trap. Never mind. Okay. You need a tiki-taka, pass the ball to him, get up the pitch, you get into the area, work with these two guys. Okay, simple setup. Okay, progressive passes, very close. Because they are getting a lot of chances. Oh, we gave up a penalty, man. Narrow tactics are not very good, right? Have you noticed? I have not seen a lot of narrow tactics play very well. Not a lot. Because there's too much of that. I am now Football Manager 23. I'm trying to keep the ball away from the center. Because there's too much happening in the center right now. Okay, we tried these narrows. Okay, narrows. Ariel, go highlight. Okay. Omri Chan, Slaughterback. Out to Omri Chan. Okay. Nice. Bellingham. Omri Chan out. Yeah, okay. Still can't, right? So too much war passes going on for this team. So it's not happening. Not happening. Okay. Okay. Lower down the tempo. Play through the middle. Okay. Counter press. Let's push up. Let's go for a goal. Step up more. Okay, done. Prevent short goal position doesn't really help with this tactic. Okay. Focus play to the middle. No way. Okay. Right, we're not going to do that. We're not going to try and play through the middle. Because then we're just congesting the center even more. Doesn't really help. In FM22, it could. Now FM23, nope. Now I'm using Mazzala. If you want to play a 4-1-3-2, possibly the best is to get your wingbacks in attack. If your wingbacks are not good enough, then don't play this tactic. I'm serious. Forget this tactic. It's not going to work with your team. This tactic demands your wingbacks. Your wingbacks have to be good, right? They have to be fast. They have to be good. If you don't have those kind of players, leave this tactic behind. Go to some other tactic. Your wingbacks have to give you width. And this is one of those, like, if you can cross the ball as many times as possible, it'll be a good thing. All right. Now, what else? Oh, yeah. Okay, Mark Taita. Mazzala on support. AP. Okay, what else can I do? I think everything that I can do has been done. I can't do anything else. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of this. Pressing for an attack. And then this guy to be a... there's no point asking him to come back. Okay, double pressing for an attack. Okay, this guy's going to go channel. This guy's, okay, I'll tell you what. Pressing for support. Since I got Mazzala here. Okay, so one is going to the channel just in case. Oh, Mateus Roos. I just realized this is not much. Because I don't have many strikers. Huh? This is Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, you can't afford to have a big squad now. And squad planner doesn't work in... the squad planner doesn't work for low league management right now. Because you can't put trialists in the squad planner. Right, so... I mean, okay, there we go. Wing back. Tired only, that's it. No, game over. Okay, we got a highlight. Yeah, corner even. Okay, come on. Guerrero. Okay, put one back. Balance, right, is okay. It's a cool mentality. You don't have to... You want to play positive? Yeah, you can. I'm not saying there's a great mentality. We're going positive right now. It's stepping up more. Okay, what if you don't play AP? You don't have to play AP. Another really good role is this. CM on attack. That's it. Go forth and conquer. Move into the channels. What does this do? You know that we have these players here on the half spaces, so he's going to go between defenders. Between the two midfielders, he's going to wait there for a pass. Mazzala is going to half space. Wingback is coming up with him, right? Wingback is going to come this way. Mazar goes into half space. This guy is going to move into the space between players. Pressing forward is going to stay near the goal. Pressing forward attack might go this way. So you can be creating more movement. Now look at this, right? Okay, come on, don't. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, we're stepping up more, but we got an anchor man in defense. It'll keep us solid defensively. But you have to have a bench strategy. You want to play this tactic, please have standby, right? At least 4 midfielders. If you don't, drop this tactic. It's very expensive right now on Football Manager. Because if I have to substitute 4 players, or at least these 2, right? Then I still got to worry about these 2, right? So you need to have at least 5 players. So you can't make 5 substitutions, right? So for me, like the most efficient formation right now is like a 4-2-3-1. Galileo is very efficient right now because he only uses 1 midfielder. That's it. Only 1 midfielder Galileo uses. It's very efficient. My 3-1-3-3-3 only uses 1 midfielder. It's very efficient. I don't have to worry about too many. I just put 1 more new midfielder. I got a center covered. See, this is how you got to think. Like, you got to think about what kind of tactics. This is very expensive. Too much midfield chaos. So your players are going to get tired, right? So either you become a master of tempo. That means you know how to drop down to defensive. I'm not saying it's impossible. You can drop down to defensive, lower your tempo, save your players' conditioning, and then dial it up. Yeah, you can do that if you want to play this tactic, but you got to learn how to do it. But now it's a lot better. We are definitely a lot more efficient right now at winning the ball and creating chances. You notice one thing, right? Who gets the ball? The anchor man, right? What pass is that? That's a chancy pass. Play on positive mentality. By a role that everybody thinks is shite. No, it's not. It's safe. Because at the end of the day, attributes tell you what the player is going to do on the ball, not the role. The role will help. Yes, of course it will. But the attributes of the player are more important than the role. So if you think that for a moment, right, I'm not going to play with an anchor man, or I need a player to create chances, therefore I'll choose a roaming playmaker. Yeah, you might struggle with this game here. So just remember, attributes are more important, right? So we did manage to pull 1 back, so that's good. Okay. All right, so those are the changes, right? Change this guy to like an anchor if you want. Yeah, I would recommend anchor. Then you go and change this guy to a car, change this guy to a mess, change this guy to a pressing forward support, so he's always near the pocket. Change this guy to a pressing forward attack, so he attacks the channel. Turn this guy to a wingback on attack. Turn this guy to a wingback on attack. And voila. You got yourself a fairly solid 4-1-3-2. Mid-block 4-1-3-2 that can change. It can swap. You can go low block with this. I guarantee you as a low block it's going to work. Guarantee you. It's going to work as a low block tactic because you're drawing teams inside and then you're hitting them very quickly. And this is not going to cause you problems at the back defensively because these guys are not going to venture too far. All right. Okay. So next tactic we got. Oh boy. Puppy power unite. Okay. Okay. We done this. We're gonna do 4-2-1-3. Version 18. Okay. Oh, Portuguesa. I always call this Portuguesa, right? Sometimes you have let your patient die. No man, I'm not that mean. What's the difference between a white centre back on defense and white centre back on support? White centre back on support will go up the pitch, right? So that's it. White centre back on defense holds his position. White centre back on support does not. So he moves up the pitch. You can use the white centre back in a more attacking kind of a setup as well. Yeah. Okay. And then, I will be picking a few tactics from the public as well. I've got another half an hour. Okay. And I feel like, I should do something for the public as well. But I got to go and pick up my kids, right? So date is importante. So I need to pick up the kids, then bring them back. And then I will resume the stream about 1 hour after that, Right, so 1.5 hours after that, just so please check out Twitter. I'll put a notice on Twitter that I'm resuming the stream. Then you can, if you brought your tactics and it's still in the folder, I'll call those up. But you need to be on you need to be watching the show, and I will just call you out, or at least let me know who you are, right? Okay, I'll probably look at a few tactics. I'll try my best to cover as many as I can today. Okay, 4-3-3 DM halfback volante. When you do this, halfback volante, tell this guy to go forth and conquer. This is not a good tactic, right? So I will just play it very quickly. If you're going to play with 3 DMs, right? Always let those wingbacks attack. Because it's too safe. You being too, No, rope position is not vertical. It just means that he's moving around. He's just moving around left, right, center, top. 360s. Yeah. So this tactic, right? We'll just play it very quickly, and I'll make the changes after that. You want to have the wingbacks on attack, right? That's it. And then you want one of those central midfielders to be in attack. Then you need one of those attacking duties in the final third on attack too. See, what's going to happen is you're going to struggle to build chances. See that? First chance, the ball went right. Nobody is attacking that space. You got inverted winger here. So this player is going to come. So you see what you're going to do, right? He comes in, and it's like you got to go from a very deep position. The guy's going to run. But, that's it. He came in here and started attacking the space. So let's look another highlight coming, right? I mean, we are at home. We should be clobbering this team. Yeah. Okay. Ball comes in. Okay, we're safe. Oh, God. Okay. We're not so safe. Okay. All right. And this is one of those tactics, right? I don't have much time in the second half to do something because these are the only midfielders I have. Okay. All right. So this 4-2-3-1 has got AP here, right? This is sometimes what I do, I come in and what I'll do is I see the AP straight away. Complete wingback on attack. Take him on. Break his legs if you have to. Complete wingback will run this way. This guy can become inverted, you can get attack. Okay, so we swap, right? So this is what we create like a one pendulum attack. No, this guy bombing, this guy is waiting to attack the space. Okay, you don't need a focus play. Remove this. Everybody's moving to one side of the pitch, right? You want a focus play this way. Focus play on the left, right? So everybody comes here, right? And guess what? Space on the right. The focus play left and right, that's the focus play, and then it swaps, right? So you'll go one way or the other. All right. Now we'll do something here. Telling him to, okay, done. You got marked title. Okay, let's go. Adeyemi should be a pressing forward on attack. Advanced forward, he's going to be the focal point of the attacks. Okay, if that's what you want, mid-block, you want him to bomb up the pitch really quickly, not bad. If you want him to be the person they always pass to, okay. But now that we have two players, okay, who are attacking, so tell him to be a pressing forward, maybe even on support, right? Then he doesn't leave the channel, right? He's always holding a defender, hey, holding his hands, kind of like, he's keeping the defender occupied. Yeah. So that's one other option that you can use. Because pressing forward support, they are not going to leave the box. So, but if you need him to leave the box, pressing forward attack, that's the goal. If you want you want your players to look up and always play a pass forward because you got somebody attacking the area, then play a advance forward, right? If you want it to be the focal point of your attacks. Pressing forward and support is actually a very good role. Yeah. Okay, halfback or volante. Next thing we want to try and address, right? Okay, so we've got not a lot of things going on in our tactic, right? Volante is safe. Wingback, in spite of everything, we're still not like all over this team. Okay, again, why not wingback on attack? You got two of them here. You got three basically. They're gonna have a really hard time breaking through your middle, right? Okay, so we got prevent shot goalkeeper distribution. It's maxed it out all over. Yeah, you don't have to. This is quite okay. It's all right, fine. We will stop crosses. We'll drop off more. If you're worried about losing the ball, or you can step out more. Let's see what happens when you step out more. Okay, there might be a problem when you step out more. There'll be a ball over the top issue. Then most likely it's going to be a ball over the top issue. Okay, you gotta commit to something. I mean, I'm not saying you have to commit, but you can, like this step up more and drop off more are behaviors. You literally telling your team, okay, this is what I want you to do when we don't have the ball, right? When we don't have the ball, I want you to make sure that you squeeze the space that step up more. Don't give their team a chance to, compress the zone of play. So we limit their options. That's what step up more does. Okay. When you drop off more, when the opposition is your ball, you're telling your players, hey, try and get back first. We withdraw. We let them come up the pitch. We make sure that we close the passing angles down. All right, everybody. You see, both are behaviors that we have to start learning how to use. See what has happened? I just made a simple tweak to your tactic. He's in the box. He's a danger. Right? But we have now these guys bombing up the pitch. We've got this inside forward in this area. We've got inverted winger as well. So yeah, it's a simple setup. Not too complicated. We're just keeping it simple, right? Okay. So here we got inverted winger on attack. He's going to attack. He's going to come in. But this wing, see, the thing is, right? Here, I think hopefully you have stay wider. Okay, you've got stay wider. It's a very lovely instruction, okay? Wing back on attack is going to come. He's also going to love the width. Together, you know what they're going to do? Is they're going to sing a merry song pulling players away. Pressing forward is going to love it because he's going to be like, hey, the players are being pulled away. Now, give me a 2v1 situation. That's what your pressing forward is going to be saying. Your pressing forward is going to generate very nice numbers. So, you don't have to make too many changes, right? But this is currently one of the best formations in the game. Easily one of the best formations. Right? I love this formation. I've got a few versions of this formation right now. It's one of my favorites. It is one of my favorite formations to play. Because it has got the lowest cost right now for me. Because I only have to bring 2 guys I have to bring on. This player can always be an attacking player. Right? So I can put Donnell Marlon in here for a change. I can put a striker there for all I care. Because you're going to run from a deeper position. Right? So you can play like a striker there, but you want to play a player who's decent at least keeping the ball. Strikers have good composure, right? So, and then as long as he's got good off the ball, strikers have good off the ball, right? Hey, what's the problem? So you as long as you have decent players there. See, now these are the 2 very expensive positions right now. You got to do something about them, right? So I'm going to put one Munier there. I mean, we don't have any more players, man. These are the first 3 things you substitute, no? Or rather these 2. Okay. Now we lost Hazard. Hey, okay. So, yeah, such is life. Man, we've been playing a lot of very aggressive tactics, man. Yeah, the AI doesn't use a Portuguese diamond right now. It's a pity, This is one of the great formations of Football Manager. It is one of the best. I remember this was a formation that boggled my mind for an entire season of Football Manager. I hated this formation. Every time I played against it, I lost. And then it became a personal vendetta of mine because I started playing in Portugal almost all the time. I just left for Portugal. I said, okay, this is it. I'm going to start saving Portugal. I don't care. I'm going to beat this formation. It became my personal mission. And it became one of my favorite formations after that. Yeah, and now in Football Manager, it is one of the strongest formations to play. And it can be used at all levels. You can be the world's best team, you tear teams apart. You can be the world's worst team, you still tear teams apart. Yeah, you got plenty of options. Yeah, okay, so we clobbered that other team. Okay, once again, guys, in half an hour, I have to call this. We got to go and pick up my mother-in-law. She had a slip disc, hospital and everything else. Cut a long story short. I got to go and pick up the kids as well. So I have to go bring them home and then I have to hang out with the kids for a while. But I will try and resume the stream because I know that there are tactics from the rest of the community. Right? We are only doing, and I'm going through a lot of these tactics as quickly as I can. Yeah, I got FM'd a lot. The Portuguese diamond FM me so much in Football Manager. A lot of times, man. I hated that formation. I remember once, right, I had to win the title, right? I got knocked out of the Champions League once by a team playing the Portuguese diamond. So the first time I played, I was like cocky as hell. I went into the game thinking to myself, right, I got no problems. It's a Portuguese side. We'll slap them around. I was like a very good side. So I said, we'll take care of this team. Then as I was attacking it, right, the first time I saw the formation, bloody hell, there was so many DMs. I'm going to attack them even more. The more I attacked them, the worse it became for me. I conceded 2 goals very quickly. I said, what the hell is going on? What kind of monster, disastrous Darth Vader formation is this? I was so mad. And I kept losing to it. So after a while, I figured it out. I said, oh, so this is how the formation plays. Now it's more easily one of my favorites. Okay, so now we got one more tactic, and then we'll go to that one very quickly. You like to think of every position of my tactic as a slot where different kind of player can play. So I try to pick all the same roles since I won't have 20 box midfielders. I don't care, man. I play a lot of tactics with 2 CMs. CM or support. Yeah. Don't ever. I'm the kind of person that doesn't like to fall into the trap. Don't worry, your players have got attributes. They got traits. They're already not the same players. So you can play them in the same role. They will not play the same way. They won't play. So I said, we just hospitalized a few players. Some players just got hospitalized. Okay. I can't use the editor, can I? Because we're doing this. Become unsackable. Can I do that? Yeah, I can, right? We can do this, right? Remove all injuries. Yeah, okay, good. Thank goodness we can do that, man. Can you imagine we're doing bring your tactics? Got no players available? Oh, yeah, okay. We'll just try with this bunch of Muppets. Okay. All right. Okay. So next tactic. Load. That was good. Okay. That was a good tactic. Okay. Now we're coming quickly. Sports Interactive. How many tactics have we done, man? Okay. We've done this. Now we do this. 4-2-3-1 GG. Okay. Bum. Romy playmaker, halfback, shadow striker. Hey, looks familiar. He's not always gonna be in the center. But okay, not bad. Change his role. That's all. This tactic, cautious. Why so cautious? I mean, like, okay, you're gonna need players from the back playing it long, right? So you got standard passing, standard, okay. Yeah. Step up more. You can play step up more, deep, drop off more. This tactic requires these guys to come up the pitch, right? This inverted wingback is not coming out the pitch. He's stuck to a halfback. The halfback isn't coming out the pitch. So who's bringing the ball up from the right side? You're going to lose possession of the ball. That's simple. Okay, so either you play a DM or support, or volante on support. Otherwise, don't bother with the inverted wingback. So I'm going to change it straight away. Okay, wingback or support. That's it. We're not going to Mickey Mouse this. Okay, right? We're going to wingback or support. The thing about when you have these two, they're very safe roles, right? You got a roaming playmaker, shadow striker, PF. So this is nice. Okay, this is very nice because this guy's going to be a goal scorer. Okay, but the problem with this tactic is they're all trying to be goal scorers. Okay, and he's also going to be in the box. So you got this guy in the box, this guy's trying to get into the box, this guy trying to get in the box, this guy really trying to get in the box. A lot of players. So why are these guys all in? No, play them as inverted wingers on attack if you want, or inverted wingers on support, right? But this is what you can do, right? So here you can either choose one of these, but I most likely use this guy. So we'll turn this guy as inside forward, and we'll turn this guy into an inverted winger on attack. I'm now going to start changing tactics, huh? Okay, I'm now going to start changing tactics because I'm sure that we want to move through this very quickly. Okay, all right, this is how your tactics should be playing. All right, so opposition instructions still for the high block, right? So let's go in, play this tactic straight away. Now, what we're going to do next is just mess around with mentality. Because mentality is going to be funky. The reason why I made those changes, normally I'll play through, right, is because you're running out of time. Yeah, so I want to quickly do this. That tactic is okay, but too many players trying to enter the area, so you got a lot of congestion when you're trying to score goals. So when you get a lot of congestion, what's the point, right? The lower you lower your mentality, okay, fine, yeah, you're trying to be more cautious, but now you can play on balance, okay? Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's pray for the best. Don't look like a fool. Can you imagine, right? With all the changes, yeah, this is how it's supposed to work. Boom. Next thing you know, shit, I lost 6-0. So much for this little theory of mine. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, let's go. Come on. Hustle, boys. Look at this. You've got the perfect. You've been watching my videos. Okay, stay wider. No. I just saw this. No. Take it off. Don't be naughty. Halfback in the center. I say at the stay wider. Halfback not in the center. parting of the Red Sea effect when you do Sati, where okay, the ball gonna come to the middle, everybody's gonna go, hey, where are you? I thought you were supposed to take the ball. No, I thought you were supposed to take the ball. We both been told to stay wider. Where the hell is the halfback? He's somewhere in the middle of the pitch. Good luck to you. Yeah. All right, see the gap now? That's the gap created by a stay wider. We have to remove it. It's like an emergency operation we are performing on a patient about to die. Okay. All right. No, not so bad. Okay, I'm pretty confident that you'll be able to handle this game. Counter press, counter, take short kicks. Okay, all right. I guess this is me being okay. I mean, I like throw it long. In fact, huh? What? It pauses automatically. SI, what have you done? It pauses automatically. I don't like that. I'm staring at this. No. I didn't know it paused automatically. I don't like it. I like the old one where it doesn't pause automatically. Like, stop. Don't have to do traps. Yeah, don't trap inside. Oh my goodness. Do you trap inside with this? No. Leave it like that. Don't worry about trapping inside. Right, you let OIs do the job for you. Right. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of using trap inside or trap outside. Okay, the only time I do trap inside or outside is when I have three central midfielders. Then I'll go, okay, it's a good time for us to trap inside. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Because those guys are so deep, right? So what you want to do trap inside? Oh, look at him, man. Nice, lovely. Okay, ooh, baby. Aye, too much beautiful football going on. We're trying to, this tactic is trying its best to create those kind of sexy movements. Okay, I know you've been watching too many of my videos. Okay, all right, let's drop this guy to inside forward. Okay, what if you got funky thing here? Shoot less often. Why? Shoot less often. Why? Why shoot less often? Tackle harder is okay. Why shoot less? You don't want them to score goals, is it? Is that why you got shoot less often? Okay, when you get to the final third, I don't need to shoot. Okay, I just want you to look for somebody to pass the ball to. Huh? But if I can score the goal, don't try and shoot. Just pass the ball. Don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to. I don't understand what the whole community has got with shoot less often. I bought into this nonsense called shoot less often. Right? Okay. It doesn't mean that the player will get to the area and think to himself, is this a good goal scoring chance? I've been told to shoot less often, so I'm supposed to stop here and think. They don't do that in the game. No. If you have like maybe 4 or 5 players very close together, like a narrow setup, maybe shoot less often. There is an argument for that. Because then you're holding up the ball for the next player to make the run. Then I agree. But not like this. Everybody's far apart. So no. Please. Okay, don't do that. It's a very simple change you need to make. Oh God, I just saw that. Okay, so it's not too bad. Leave the tactic like this. All right, so this is the changes you need to make. Stay wider, tackle harder, mark tighter. Stay wider, tackle harder, mark tighter. This guy does nothing. Very nice. Please move. Okay, this guy can actually move into channels. All right, you can't tell him. Oh, sorry. This role does move into channels. Okay. Sorry, Daljit, you idiot. You forgot, is it? Okay, roaming playmaker, shoot less. Come on, please don't do this to me. Please. Don't watch videos that tell you that shoot less often. Okay, please don't add shoot less often. No, don't need that. Not DMs, man. Yeah, that's why people go shoot less often. Players are a bit too long shot happy. They might be, but don't have to. I mean, maybe the long shot happy, I know. But sometimes I need the long shot to happen. Hey, mouse, make me look good. Oh, shit. Okay, didn't. Okay, sometimes it's good to see them making those shots, right? From long range. You know why? Then you come in here and do this. Because when you lower tempo, you're telling your players to take their time with the ball. Right? Instead of shoot less often, what you're telling your players to do is, hey, slow things down a bit, okay? Think about it, get into better positions. Or I won't say they'll get into better positions, but when you lower tempo, you're giving your team a bit more time on the ball. So that's what I would do. So that's the changes that we make for this tactic. That's it. Simple changes. Okay, let's speed it up. Okay. Hop back. Okay. I mean, there's one more I probably would do is wing back on attack here. Oh yeah, I forgot to add this. Wingback on attack, inverted winger on support. This is nicer. I forgot to do this. Yeah. Now you got halfback holding the position. This guy goes bombing, this guy with him, and they put one into the area. You got 3 players who are goal scorers. I forgot that. Yeah, that's the last stage I forgot to make. Yeah. I was reacting so much to the shoot less often. Yeah. So this will create a situation where the wingback comes out the pitch, right? And you got the inverted winger, right? Then he will turn, the wingback might come inside. You can even have an underlap, man, on this guy. Like underlap on the right side. So he might hold up the ball. This guy comes inside. Then ding, into the center here for others to score the goal. Let's try that. Boom, boom. Underlap is widest player holds up the ball looking for inside runs. How many players do you think have inside runs in this tactic? A lot, no. There are 3 of them in the area waiting to make an inside run. So he's holding up the ball going, manager said, look out for a player who's going to be making an inside run. Hey, there are 3. Easy to spot, right? Because these are the 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's an underlap. Underlap does that. So it holds up the ball. Boom. Inside run coming. Place the pass to them. Now, if you got wider width settings, what's going to happen is those passes be more often. You increase the likelihood of those happening more often because now you're playing full width. What is this draw? Pass luck. He's got no luck. He's dying. I can't handle this game anymore. The other thing you got to do is 60th minute, right? Look at these 2 players. In double D formations, right? You got to take care of them. I got to look out for them and see whether they need to come off. Okay, we don't have anyone else. That's it. Good luck to us. We got nobody in the center, man. We got no one to bring on. We're in trouble. AI is going to bring somebody on, no? I suspect. Oh, God, they can't score. Okay. Wait, waiting for the AI. Has the AI made substitutions? Okay, there we go. Come. Ooh, you beautiful thing, you. You saw the pass? Okay, come. Oi. First touch, terrible. Okay, go. Try, you sweet thing, you. Okay, there you see. The thing is, this underlap, right? If you know how to use it, right, it's a phenomenal weapon. Because this guy is going to go up, and these 2 together, they might hold up the ball. I think Wolf has got a right foot, so he's not the right player for this role. He should be a left-footed player. Then the left-footed player will come in, and then he does because why left foot is better on the right side is because when they make a pass, it's towards goal. Whereas a right-footed player, he turns, inverted winger will turn it on their favorite foot to use the ball. So you want them to turn it on that stronger foot. So you always want to play a left-footed player here as an inverted winger, which is why we're not really doing any of those passes. Marcus Wolf I think he's right-footed, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he's right-footed. Because if you have that inverted winger, oh man, this guy's going to put one into this pocket here, like that. Ding, 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 and you score goals. So yeah, this is actually it can do well. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate, but we had to we had to tinker with this tactical, you stupid idiot. We had to tinker with this tactic. Man, the pressure I'm under to get this so many of this done. Yeah. It's turning me into a bit of a moron. Yeah. All right. Why doesn't SI you have to do something about your programming, about this tactic. Why can't I go to the last place I stored a tactic? Huh? Simple thing, no? Simple thing, no? It's a simple, oh dear Lord. Wing back on defense. Okay, let's play this tactic. Okay. The way I saw the tactic, I start muttering a short little prayer. It can be better. It can be better. Don't worry. We are not there. Oh Lord, we are in trouble. We have to play Manchester City. Pedro Goncalves would love that tactic. Yeah, that's a build for Pedro Goncalves tactic. You put a shadow striker in the spot, all the goals are gonna come. Okay. There are a few words I like to say. First, was fun playing this tactic. Now we come to Man City. I'm not a miracle worker by any chance. Okay, I don't pretend to be one. Okay, when I see a disaster waiting for me, it's coming in the form of Manchester City. We might be able to pull off a Houdini. Okay, we might be able. I'm making a few changes right now before we play this game. Yeah, we're gonna try a very disciplined low block. I'm gonna make a whole changes to the tactic. Because what I don't like about the tactic is I'm not putting enough This tactic is only good, right, if you have a very good team, right? Okay. Otherwise, okay, this guy is running off on his own. So I'm going to play him as a pressing forward. Okay. I'm going to play this guy as a shadow striker. Here, I'm just going to turn into AP on support. Okay. And I'm going to tell you to sit near. Sit. You want it to go to the flanks. I mean, I wish I could put you here, but I can't. Okay. Then complete wingback roaming. No. Don't roam. Have a plan. Don't roam. Okay. Okay. Ball winning midfielder. Okay, we're gonna be playing Man City, right? So central defender, take fewer risks. Stay wider, okay. Take fewer risks, stay wider. I mean, why would you? Okay, don't take less risks. If you want anything to add to them, tell them to take more risks. But I never play with stay less risks on fullbacks. It's not really helpful. Okay, we do this. Okay, we're gonna do this press. Drop off more, get stuck in. Okay, no. When you play a low block, don't ever get stuck in. You're just asking for your players to hard tackle and give up fouls at the edge of the area, right? So opposition instruction, come in here, remove all this, okay, and then do it here from the MC all the way. In fact, no, from all these guys, we'll do a trigger press, and then we'll do a tight mark. Okay, all right, done. So we're not going to press the front. We're just going to sit back and then do one of those, like, over the top balls. Okay, here, we got to try this, man. I can't help myself. We got to go with a libero at the back, okay? He's going to dribble up the pitch, occasionally. Let's see whether we can. I mean, it sounds like suicide football, but then, what's life without a bit of fun? Okay, all right, run a defense. Why? You want all these three guys to dribble at the... Run a defense is a dribbling instruction for final third movement, right? What happens is the players in the final third, when they get the ball, they start dribbling against the defense to draw to take on players. If they got better dribbling skills, then it makes sense. But I don't know if I want to do that right now, right? So I'm just keeping it simple. I'm going to keep it like this. There's no player or defense. This is a pure counter-attacking tactic. I'm going to remove this. I'm setting up a low block. Okay. I'm going to play on very defensive. We're going to try and see whether we can escape the inevitability of defeat. Okay. All right. Pressing forward, AP. We're using only these three rows to create chances in the final third. If this works, right, it'll be a miracle. Because the other thing I don't like about the tactic is I'm going to get overloaded down the flanks. Like the wing back's going to come up the pitch. So the idea of having an AP there, trying to... The look of horror at the impending doom was unmistakable. I know, man. But we are trying our best. We're going to go into a low block. I have said low blocks work. I did do a video saying low blocks are crazy of football managers. I gotta do a low block, man. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, high defensive line, backline is going to get up the pitch. Okay, we're going to do standard defensive line. High defensive line literally tells your fullbacks, hey, bomb as well. Okay, I don't want them to bomb. Don't prevent drop off more. Yeah, that'll be fine. This is really squeezing the space. Prevent. Now, I'm hoping this works. Oh, shish kebabs. Check everything else. Mark tight. Why stay wide? Take it off. You don't need to stay wide. Don't tell me you got to stay wide on this guy too. Okay, mark tight enough. Okay, done. Mark tight. Cross on byline. No. Mark tight. Cross on deep, son. Why you want? I mean, you got a low block and you want it to go all the way here to cross. Tell him to cross on the halfway line. By the time he gets there, they're all defending. No, because you got a low block. Remember this, right? By the time your back line gets to the byline, they'll all be defending. They'll have their substitutes waiting to come on the pitch as well because they'll all be back there. So don't do that. Okay, a low block never cross a byline. Mark tight. Okay. So we're gonna try get further forward. Yeah, I used to do that too. Okay. We mark tight. Yeah, maybe close down a bit more. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. Prayers are coming. This is the best I can think of. Yeah, I got dribble more on the ball playing defender. Let's hope this works, man. If vacancy goes to set pieces, not my fault. Okay, there you go. Okay, come. Sweet. Mohammed Chan. Mori now. Oops, there we go. Goes back. Sule, come. Oh, we got through. All right, too much of this small, little, simple passing. Where is it coming from? Okay, well, I'm just going to increase the tempo, play a bit more direct. Okay. Fairly wide is not a bad option, but it's going to see our wing backs coming, getting those, we're going to tell our wing backs to do too much. Yeah, defend. Okay. The only problem is that this is a bit sad, no? You know why? Okay. They are actually vulnerable where? Down the flanks. But we are going through the middle only, right? So that's the only thing that's pissing me off right now. Okay. I know where they're vulnerable. So we're going to send Broad here. Okay. We're going to tell him to be a winger on attack. And then we're going to tell this guy to be a shadow striker on attack. Okay. And we're going to tell him to stay in the box. Okay. That's it. Okay, now I've got a different setup, right? So now I got one ball playing defender, only one trying that little trick. But if we'll see. Okay, they're still in that shape. Okay. Oh, off the post, offside. Okay, we survived 7 minutes. Let's go to key highlights. Yeah, oh no, I have no say over set pieces. Okay, I did not set your set pieces up. That's not my fault. I got nothing to do with set pieces. Oh my god, why you got so... Okay, right, might be my set piece routine. Okay, set piece corners. Dear Lord, these are default? You came to my show with a default set piece routine? What's wrong with you? Why? We worked so hard to make a good tactic and you came with a default set piece routine. You know, default set piece routines are probably the worst. Just make sure that the areas are marked. Okay. Oh my goodness. We considered a goal from because the probably the default set piece routines, they're not good, no. They're okay. They're only like, oh my god, I detest the default set piece routines. Okay, I do. Alright, because there's no man marking. It's like everybody go back without a plan in mind. So, it's like probably the worst thing to do. Okay, we can't beat this team, man. I mean, I'm trying my best here with this tactic. Okay, all right. Okay, let's try something. Okay. Wing back. You can be a wing back on support. Get up the pitch. Okay, let's bring the ball. Okay, I tell you what. Ball playing defender, defend. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. The three amigos. Anatana, Papi, Power, Unite. Hey, this is insane, right? Okay, you're going to go forward. You're going to stay wide. Okay, done. Okay, you are going to be a wing back now. Now wing back on support. That's it. Okay, you wing back on support. You get up the pitch. You Volante, ball playing defender. Okay, done. Okay, pass into space. Hit the Yoli cross. Distribute quickly. Don't need counter. Low block. Done. Okay. All right, now I'll bring you up a bit. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, Haaland, you cheater bug. The tactic creator nearly made Rajiv. Can you put a video out showing how to set up set pieces? Can't deal with the creator. Oh man, set pieces are terrible. I know, but you gotta put them. You gotta make a change. No, you gotta put two because the set pieces are always gonna concede goals. Especially it's the edge. It's right at the edge. No, when two teams are evenly matched, sometimes a set piece makes all the difference. Okay. Thank you. Oh man, no runner. What an impossible goal. This is insulting. Look at Man City. This is an impossible goal. How the hell does he score from there? Oh yeah. That's a bug. That is a bug. That I'll tell you is a bug. Because you know what? That's why SI is going to try and fix. SI admit as much. Yeah, That's a bug because that post is not a near post. Like, try and stop a ball at near post. You go there and you try the K pass, you try the K post to stop a ball. 100% is a bug. You stand basically, you anchor yourself. You hold that position, right? You don't do the. Oh man. To me, it looks like a bug. Last game at FM I played is 21. Mine. Yeah, I know it's been a long time. You got a lot of learning to do because it's a whole different ball game right now. Yeah, but now the low block can work. We just have to set it up right now. We went running. Okay, he ran all the way because he had no options, right? So we go into this. Now you got winger pressing forward. Okay, this is a low block. Now we got flanks. You played a narrow system against a team that's vulnerable on the flanks, right? Okay, but because we're not creating very many chances, the defenders are bringing up the ball. They're trying to bring up the ball, but everyone is back in the center. So what we've done is we allow them to go down the flanks, right? So we want them to go down the flanks. Okay, so we're hoping they can attack the flanks. Royce is not going to attack any flank because he's too tired. Okay, okay, let's go. So I would rather play something which has got more players attacking the flanks, right? This is one of the reasons why ball playing, the run and defense is not very helpful to you. See, all these players are now hoofing the ball up. Okay, all right. So defender makes sense now. They got no options. They hoof the ball up every chance they get. Oh, through the middle. The defenders just can't handle the run off the ball movement. Yeah. 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 He ran away from the player. That's not defense. That is terrible defending. That is terrible defending. That is almost like something these people drop off more. Yeah, I think I should just step up more because I'm so close to the defensive line. Yeah. We're playing so deep. That almost looks like a bug. Yeah. That's like one of those bugs that people have been talking about, right? That it could be unique to three-man defenses. No? The guy was running away from the ball. This is very interesting. I never lost by such a big margin. This is a big margin. I think that we just discovered a bug. Yeah. That is in the game. Because he was running away from the ball. I remembered early on in the testing cycle, I spotted those kind of bugs. Right. And I know I sent in a bug report about defenders running away from the ball. I saw a few of them. And I reported that as a bug. Because there was a point where it was down to the defensive line. They were running away from the defense. And it was running like it was like the ball is already in a position where it needs to be closed down, but he's running to an imaginary point, right, that exists on the pitch when the defensive line is already so low. So yeah, that one is new. That one I'm seeing it. I haven't seen something like this in a long ass time, man. Long ass time I haven't seen one. So I would go like this tactic. You can also use like double inverted wingbacks going through the middle. You can use wingbacks on narrow. But defensively as a low block with three at the back like this, okay, you're probably better off playing like this. I would play a low block right now. Okay, if you got two, right? I think you got two strikers, so you're playing like this, right? So this is how I would set up a low block right now, if I were you. Okay. We put this guy here. This is actually a very good low block system right now. A 3-1-4-2 like this. This is actually much better. Because you got an anchor, you can play this guy as a DM on defense, right? Then you've got a much better protection. Because I noticed this defense quite well. When I play with two DMs, there was all kinds of problems. And I think that just now what we saw was one of those. But I have to play more with this. So I think in your case, you're probably better off changing to this because I suspect you got two strikers. So this will be a lot more better for you as a low block system. Because you can play with defenders then. Ball playing defenders either side. You got wingbacks. hassle out the pitch. These guys can either go through the center or they can support. So you get many, many more options. But when you do what you just did just now, options are very limited. Like you only got one way to goal, right? So I would change the tactic completely. I can't make, there are times that I will just put my hands out and say, no, there's only so much I can do. Like if I'm not going to sit down here and go like, oh yeah, every tactic can be tweaked and made to work. No, there's no such thing. Okay, well, Schalke, Valencia. Okay, got Schalke. Let's do Schalke. Oh, this is a Schalke one. Okay, let's do Valencia next. Okay, tactics, we do Valencia. 442 DM. Oh, 442 DM is lovely. Okay. All right, let's see how this plays out. Okay, Volante, double Volantes. Okay. Whenever you have a double, we have to see this tactic. Yeah, if you want a perfectly symmetrical tactic, you're going to have issues. But Frosty Power, that wasn't symmetrical, man. Yeah, we got a moment you put an AP there, it's not symmetrical. Yeah. Opposition instructions, did I come in here? Low block, right? So I'm going to remove this. Okay, in fact, I'm going to do, can I clear? We'll clear everything first. Okay. Play without OIs for a while. It's not the end of the world. You can just you can still use your traps. So this one will trap inside. Wait, let me see where am I going to trap? Trap outside. Okay, we're going to trap outside. Trap outside. Okay, fine. Okay. Prevent shot going position not needed. P pop overlap. Right. Okay, we'll play it quickly and see what happens. I see where they got PIC and attack. They cross on D, cross M. Okay, I get this. You're gonna do it this way. Inverted winger sit narrow comes in this way. The wing. If he's gonna sit narrow, he's gonna attack this way. What is this guy gonna do? Okay, just comes up the pitch. Nah, jelly in the mark tighter. Okay. Alright, this guy will stay wider. You wanted to go around this guy, okay? Cross from deep. Okay, I get it. Okay, very old-fashioned Manchester United looking tactic, man. Dribble more, okay. Except Manchester United didn't do that. Okay. DLF on attack. Okay. Alright, I get what you're trying to do. Okay. Yeah, I think it can work. I wouldn't change too much, right? Mark tighter, I'll probably add to the wing backs. That's about it. That's the only change this tactic needs. I think it can work. The only tweaks you'll be making this tactic, right, all the time, is going to be team instructions. That's it. Sometimes you're going to step up more. You're going to bring the game to the opposition. That's it. Counter regroup. You might want to check this out. You don't need this, right? Just leave it unchecked. Distribute the fullbacks, take short kicks, draw them in for you to hit them because you're playing with a mid block. Yeah, that's it. Okay. You're drawing teams in. Double Volantes actually work. You can play double Volantes on attack, but then they'll run up the pitch too much. This is a wide midfielder, but this tactic is very different because you're actually telling him not to do so much work. You want this guy to come up the pitch. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like, a bit unorthodox, but yeah. And the reason why I thought it was interesting is because it reminds me of how sometimes United would set up, right? Yeah, because they play a 4-4-2, right? But they had what's his face? David Beckham coming into the center, right? They got Dennis Irving attacking. Was it Dennis Irving play on the right? I can't remember. Then we had David Beckham coming inside and playing those kind of crosses. Yeah. So Dennis Beckham will come inside here, then we had the overlapping guy coming this way, and then he'll play a cross into this pocket. Yeah, this reminds me a lot. Irving was the left back. Who was the right back for United? Was it Neville or Gary Neville? I'm not a United fan, man, so I wouldn't know. Okay, I can't remember who's playing where. Neville right back, yeah, Gary Neville. Okay, so yeah. It's a very bad excuse, right? I'm not a United fan, so I can't be expected to remember. I mean, all I remember is, I don't know, what I remember, Ryan Giggs's runs, man. Look, your tactic is quite good, no? There's not, Bellingham is running out of juice, man. It's like, gotta play him like this now. But, oh, is that an offset? You don't need offsets. Don't do this. Don't do this. It's not going to help you defend, man. Yeah, don't do an offset. Don't do an offset. You're going to create more problems for yourself in the long run. Yeah. I know the logic some people have an offset is because the wingbacks are attacking. No, you don't need that. You get better passing. You get better defensive solidity, man, in the center like this. If anything else, you wanna defend the center a bit more. Maybe you change one of these roles to something like a DM, right, or anchorman if you worry about the center being vulnerable. But everything else about tactic is looking good. Yeah, so I would leave it the way it is right now. Yeah, so this can definitely work. All you gotta do in most of your games is this. Right, I want to score goals, right? All right, drop off more, grab outside, stop crosses. Okay, done. I'm taking the game to the opposition now. Low crosses, low ball into box, done. Okay, counter press, done. Okay, let's go. So one thing about Football Manager I would say is that most times you don't have to make too many changes, right? Just make personnel changes. That's it. Refresh the tactic with key substitutions, and you don't have to change a single thing in your tactic. But sometimes you might want to go, I want to get a win, man. Okay, then when you get into that kind of situation, then becoming a friend of learning how to make some maybe strategic choices might be good. Maybe the one I made isn't that good, but it helps. So much for my little try. I tried to, but it didn't because we pushed up, right? Is it step up more? Look. No, drop off more. Step up more. Daljit, step up more. Push up. You're looking for the win. Squeezing the play. Volante is going to go this way. Wingback is going to go around the camel's ass. No, I got no OIs, right? Mark tight would be good. Now, you want to play this aggressively, right? Mark tight. You want to win every single ball. Okay, they didn't have mark tight on that guy. Guy goes up the pitch. We get around and then into the area, crossing. Ooh. Giggs, Keane, Scholes, and Becks. Yeah, that was a great midfield. That was a very fun United side to watch. I mean, something like this can give you a few options, no? You can like take chances and go up the pitch, attack. I mean, I would definitely want to attack this tactic a lot more because they need the wing backs to come up. We've been a bit unlucky though. Yeah, they swapped into a 4-4-2. Oh, we need midfielders. We got no midfielders. I can only bring on strikers. No more substitutions. SI, can you give us a clock or at least an indicator that we are running out of substitutions? Okay, we got our equalizer. So when I push up, this is how you push up, right? So essentially, I'm pushing up. I push out. The AI also made changes, but now it's got fresh legs. We got problems, man. Okay, counter press. Drop off more. Yeah. I'm not sure. My two in the center can't help me anymore. They're just too tired. I'm hoping for a minor miracle. That's about it. Or I'm not willing to lose the center. Okay, that's it. Okay, done. This time of the year we got flood warnings as well. I'm having to drive out and it's been raining incessantly, so I'm a bit worried as well. Okay, we have one more tactic, right? I might shish kebabs. I might not be able to cover that tactic. I might do it later. Tactics. It's not here. Is it here? No, shish kebabs. Why do I keep saying shish kebabs? I never understood that. Villa, okay. 4-3-1-2 is gonna have struggle. AF going for these three. Volante. I wouldn't play a. This is gonna have issues, man. It's got massive issues. Let's just watch this. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of 3 MCs like that, but we'll give this tactic a chance. I want to see how he pans out. Right. 3 DMs? It's a lot. And then plus you have an inverted wingback. I'm like, inverted wingback narrow, 3 guys in the middle narrow, and then all you're doing is throwing balls over the top, hoping that the 3 strikers are going to go and score you goals. That's what this tactic is telling me. I wouldn't like it. Yeah, monsoon season. Now it's the monsoon season, it's the flood season. It's the time of the year where crocodiles actually come into the garage, man. I'm not joking. I don't remember you guys saw the Twitter feed last year where I showed you the crocodiles that went to one of my friend's houses. Like he had a car, front porch, right, where he parks the car. You couldn't park the car because there's a crocodile there. Of course you can't park the car because it's flooded, right? So you can't park the car there. Crocodile is there instead. The crocodile say, hey dude, I can use the space. Terrible. I got a crocodile down the street from me, man. There's a McDonald's. There's a crocodile beside a McDonald's. There's a bloody crocodile warning sign as well now because we had to put one up because there are a lot of kids at the McDonald's, right? And there's a small little river there. Yeah? Small little river. So these 2 kids went down to play. So they wanted to play, they played near the river, then the bloody crocodile came down. So immediately all the guys went, oh, we're going to put warning signs up because we can't let the kids come too close to the river. Damn, we got crocodiles everywhere here. I told my wife I want to go river kayaking because I got a kayak, right? So she looks at which river do you want to do? You better do only the white waters. So I'm like, no, I want to do the rivers. I want to do the rivers where there are bloody crocodiles. Can you imagine me kayaking down the river going, yeah, I'm kayaking. A bloody crocodile comes up. Man, there's a lot of drama in this place, man. Okay, we don't have time. I got to go and pick up my kids very soon, right? So this last tactic, I'm looking at the clock because I need to hustle soon. Yeah, I need to hustle soon. And then we'll definitely try and do this a bit later again, right? Okay, I tell you what. I'm looking at this, right? Looking at the Dropbox. Here, there are more tactics. Yeah, we got some more that just came in. There, Kratos and Flip counter attack the spray. So we're going to delete these tactics. Okay. All right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the show first. Okay, I got to go pick up the kids. Flood, crocodiles, you know the story. Okay. I have had scorpions too, so please go understand the need for me to get my kids out of a situation, because I am the kind of guy that, I mean, when I first came to live here, I was like, I come from a city of sky risers. Okay, so the closest I ever seen a crocodile was in a zoo. Scorpions, I never seen a scorpion my entire life. So when I came to live here, because the jungle, headhunters, cannibals, they have headhunters. I'm going to show you guys one day. I'm going to try to arrange a cameraman. So we're going to go down. I'm going to take pictures of these headhunters. They have these huts where they hold heads there. So they got crocodiles here. They've got scorpions. They got all kinds of wonderful things. It's a perfect place for my insanity. So I'll try and come back very quickly later. Give me about an hour and a half. I've got to get the kids, right? Once I get the kids, I knock the kids out, put them to sleep, I'm back here again. So thank you very much for popping in the stream. Just give me a chance to knock my kids out. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna bring them home. Hi boys. Had a good day? Yeah, cool. To bed. Change bed. To bed. And 1.5 hours later, we're back on the stream. So I'm gonna try and come back. I'll do it very, very. Yeah, I'm not joking. We got cannibals. Yeah, this is a land of headhunters and cannibals. I'm not joking. You check out the history of this island that I'm living on. I will show you. They shrink the heads of their ancestors. I got a lot of respect for them. Okay, this is their history. This is their culture. Yeah, but I don't want to get into a fight with one of these guys, man. There might not be anything left of me to bury. Okay, guys. It's Bring Your Tactics for everyone. Yeah, it's for everyone in the first reason. No, Darren, it's the FM Team Talk is for first teamers, right? Bring Your Tactics for everyone. But I prioritize Discord first, and then after I go to the community. But because today I want to do the community too, okay? So we're going to do the Discord, as many of the Discord ones, and then after I go to the community, and that means it's a longer stream. And I'll come back later to continue the stream. Meanwhile, I got to go save my kids. So you guys, please stay safe, take care of each other. We'll be back very, very soon. Bye-bye.